This is what I do. I set up my I try to set up my arcade the same to what something to similar to what we are talking about.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes you don't know, you can't tell what it is.
Oh, but when you can tell the Batman symbol,
Oh,
right?
you
Yeah.
can because you can see the big giant bat symbol.
I love it. Awesome Batman shirt. Isn't it from the? Is that the Ben Affleck Batman?
No, it's not. It's not.
Is it the
I,
Kush? I mean, I
no,
can't tell
I
from bat
forgot what it
symbol.
was. It's. I think it's a. Oh, they said it's a Batman. Hush.
Oh, Hush, the comic book one.
Yeah, it's a comic book one because the Batman Affleck is thicker, it's
Oh,
shorter,
yeah, that's right. It's shorter.
and bigger.
It's yeah, it's
I saw
the
that.
wings.
I thought about getting the Affleck one, but I like this one. It's easier to see.
Yeah, this one is easier to see.
Stands out. It looks more like the comic book
Yeah,
Batman.
I guess you're right. The Affleck one is fatter. Like the
Yeah, it's
wingspans are
fat.
bigger.
It's
Yeah,
short and fat.
yeah.
It looks like the one from when they first started drawing Batman comic book.
Yes, the really old one. Yes.
Yes, the original.
Man, I can't believe we did Batman. So one of these awesome trivias, I gotta say, I came to the U.S. on May 1st, 1989, right? And this movie came out in June 23rd, 1989. And this is the first movie I saw in the United States of America. I
That's
didn't even
awesome.
speak English at the time, right? But I still remember seeing it at the theater because, back then theaters weren't so big, right?
Yeah,
I
but
remember
you
exactly.
understood.
Oh,
You
yeah.
understood what they're saying. Oh, okay.
I understood everything. Because I still remember, because if you remember, right? Back then, it took a while for VHS to come out.
Yes.
I don't think I saw this movie again, maybe until 91.
Oh, really?
Because, you had
Well,
to go
yeah,
to a
I
video
think
store.
you're right. It did
Yeah.
because it seemed. I can't remember how long it took before I got to see it again.
Yeah,
I must have
because.
saw it on TV again. But hey, I was lucky because when this movie came out, I went to the bookstore and bought this.
Oh my god, I love those graphic like novels. Like I
Oh
had the
yeah,
Turtles
this
one.
came out right after the comic book. I almost like to say this might be my first Batman comic book.
Really, from the
And
movie.
then, and then from then on, I started buying the comic book.
Wow, how old was
But I
that?
didn't buy Batman. I didn't buy Batman. I would always buy Detective Comics because I liked them. They were so much better.
Oh, that looks really good. That looks like mint. You didn't recently get that, right?
I mean, no, I took very good care of this. No, I
Oh,
didn't recently get this. I
yeah.
bought this in 1989.
Oh man, I had the same Turtles one back from
You
1990.
can't see it on here. The color has actually faded a little bit,
Oh yeah, I can't. It
but I'm
looks
really
really good.
obsessive about my books not getting any bins on them. Come on, if I go to the bookstore and I'm buying a magazine, if it has a tore page or if it's bent or anything, I will buy the magazine. I have to pull it from the very back to get the nicest
Yeah, I have to
magazine.
get the nicest copy. That's why I want my
I don't
stuff
know
to be
why.
mint.
I don't even care. It's even got to have all the little crap that falls out that nobody wants.
And I'm so glad. I'm so glad you showed me that comic book because when back then when the first Batman 1989 Tim Burton movie came out, I bought these cards, right? But not this box. I just bought this recently.
Yeah,
But how nice
and
this
that's
is.
the same thing. I got the cards too. I don't got the whole set like you got though.
Oh, I got the whole set.
Yeah, let's say you got the whole
This is
set,
so
but you bought
cool.
those recently, right there,
Yeah, I
right?
bought this recently.
See, I got the cards for the movie, and then I got the making of the movie cards.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? I think I have the making
Well, you
ofs
have to have
too.
those because it shows it on the side of your box
Yes, it
that you just
does.
showed me.
Yeah, it is like the artwork and stuff. Yeah. Hold on, let me show you a page of them. Yeah. Looks really
Yeah,
good,
but
right?
see, that's the thing about this movie. This movie launched with a lot of products you could buy. Because remember, everybody was buying Batman T-shirts,
Yes.
hats. They had a. If you go to the movie theater, when I went to the movie theater, I forgot. Man, I was pretty young, but the movie theater, they had all these little brochures. They were handing out brochures, and they're all catalogs to order Batman stuff. They're the Warner Brothers store,
Yeah,
and it
I
had
wasn't.
actors from all of Warner Brothers TV
See,
shows.
I wasn't here when Superman came. It was in 1984, right? So I wasn't in the country, obviously. But I don't know how big the merchandising was and marketing for these kind of
I don't
movies.
remember. Well, I was too young, so I didn't see it in the theater.
Yeah, I didn't see Superman. I seen Superman, but not in the theaters.
Yeah, I saw Superman, but I mean, I love Superman. I was a Superman fan
Yeah.
for the movie. I
Oh, the
was
movie,
never
yeah.
really a Superman comic book fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still not a Superman comic book fan. I'm actually not really that much of a Superman fan.
To tell you the truth, the only Superman comics books I read, right? It was the one that killed him, Doomsday. I
Oh,
read
okay,
all of that.
I got that one, but that's because everybody else got that one. I
Yeah.
got that one because I thought Superman was actually dead. He wasn't. I was disappointed. Actually, the earliest, I guess the earliest Superman comic book I have an action comic,
Yeah.
but I got a Superman comic called Man of Steel. The only reason I got it because Batman's in it.
Oh.
It was Man of Steel. I forgot what number it was, but it's got Batman in it. So
Really?
which is interesting since there was a movie called The Man of Steel, and then later on the next movie, because I think it was issue 2 had Batman in it. And
Well,
the second movie had Batman in it.
man, so I just recently watched it this week, right? Like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. It took me 2 days to watch it because I have kids and stuff. But this is still a very good movie. It still holds up to this week. I mean, like to this day.
It's still good. I mean, the movie has some long parts in it, and there's some parts that I'm thinking I would rather them cut out. But again, they're the same parts I wanted them cut out when I was a kid.
What?
Like, I mean,
What parts were they?
When Batman is at Vicky Bell's apartment and he's trying to tell her he's Batman.
Oh yeah, that part.
He goes to the whole deal. I'm like, why?
I don't know why they did that either. It's whatever the writing was, right? Like I didn't get that part either.
It wasn't interesting, wasn't entertaining, and I was at the age of, and I'm still at the age of, if you're Batman, don't tell anybody. Why would you tell anybody? You're not Iron Man. Come on. You're putting everybody in danger. Somebody will tell who you are.
And well, how about the iconic music?
Oh, the music, because I like Danny Elfman.
They still use the same music for the Lego Batman games,
Yeah, they still use this music a lot because this music is so good that
it's very iconic for Batman.
Let's put it this way: it's so iconic, and I guess you can't say it's iconic in this instance. When they made Justice League, Danny Elfman did the soundtrack for Justice League.
Really?
And in his soundtrack, he uses his original Batman theme every time Batman shows up on screen.
Oh!
But here's even greater thing.
Don't remember that.
Superman shows up on screen. He uses the original Superman from the first Superman movie sound.
Justice, I only seen Justice League once, and it's not that memorable.
I only saw it once too, but the problem is, I saw it and I didn't think anything of the music like you did. Okay.
Yeah.
But I got on the internet. I always assumed that the soundtrack was done by Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Because he did all the other Batman.
Oh, you mean Heinz Zimmer, right? Not Zimmer.
Heinz Zimmer. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Zimmerman's works on Star Trek. And he's a production designer. But okay, let's go on. Anyhow, I thought that was who it was, and it said Elfman. So I thought, man, I gotta go get this. So I got the soundtrack, and I listened to the soundtrack. I listened to the soundtrack 100 times. The soundtrack is awesome.
But
the movie sucked, but the soundtrack was so awesome.
It's really funny. A lot of movies we watch, right? We like the movies a lot because the soundtrack really carries the movie. But I guess in Justice League, this is not the case.
I couldn't remember because I was too focused on how crappy the movie was.
Hey, since we talk about...
I only watched it once, so maybe I should give it another chance. But I hear everybody says HBO's version is better.
Oh, the Snyder Cut version, yeah.
The Snyder Cut is
I started watching it, but then I don't remember why, right? But yeah, the beginning is already much better.
Oh, is it? I wonder if it has the same soundtrack, is what I'm curious.
I don't know, but remember last week we didn't have the best audio on Edward Scissorhands, right? But check this out.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah. It's really funny, I bought this on Amazon, right? And, the seller to Amazon is what the heck is it? It's Goodwill. So apparently Goodwill have profiles on Amazon, and I think this is what you were trying to get.
I think that is what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, music
That's
is the
not
music
what I saw at
component.
Best Buy a long time ago.
Oh no, I think the stuff in Best Buy is like actual songs, right? Like this is the score.
No, the Best Buy had the score, but it was only part of the score.
Oh, okay, no, this is the score.
Yeah, no, I don't think I can listen to Tom Jones all day, so I didn't want the soundtrack. But here, while we're talking about soundtracks, this movie actually had two. Because we're talking about Danny Elfman, which I have the soundtrack to. I know you do because I saw it. But did you buy the one by Prince?
No.
Because I have the one from Prince.
I don't.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. That brings. So
actually, I ended up with the Prince soundtrack before I got the
movie.
Elfman.
Really?
Well, they look the same. They both got the bat symbol from the movie on them. Well, no, actually, the Elfman has changed a little bit. But yeah, no, I still got. That's the first one. I still got that. I got the CD somewhere.
So
the tape.
The Prince soundtrack, right, for this movie, it just makes Jack Nicholson even better. I can't remember this. He dances so much in this movie, right? It's like He's already like in his 50s, I guess, wasn't it? By the time, well, like at least 40s. Like he's not a young person in this movie, but like it's just outrageous. Like the way that Jack Nicholson carries on as a Joker, his hysterical laugh from I guess from the 60s Batman, and then the way he dances to everything.
Yeah, he did a good job as the Joker.
Oh, I think he did do a great job.
I don't know. The Jokers would be hard to rank. Jokers are hard to rank because Jokers are pretty good.
Yeah, because
Joker's
Joker's
not my
different.
favorite Batman villain, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said Ra's al Ghul, right?
No, my favorite villain is Two-Face.
Oh, Two-Face. I also like that. Not Doctor Strange.
Because he's almost like Batman in a way.
Yes.
He's the mirror of Batman, except he wears it on his face.
Wow.
He's got he's dual identities. He was a crime fighter himself, but he went down the dark path.
Yeah, you know what? I think my favorite one is Ra's al Ghul.
I like Ra's al Ghul too.
Yeah.
Two-Face just to me is more like Batman.
Yeah, it's very mirror of Batman, not man.
They're both best,
okay?
and they're both best in the comic book.
They're both best friends. Yeah.
Or school, college buds.
Man.
Even though they do got Harvey Dent in this movie.
They do. So let's bring that up, right? Harvey Dent, I think it's the first time they hire a black guy to play a white character, or maybe not even the first time, but it's the beginning of it. You know?
I'd say so, but nobody really, nobody cared. It's
no,
not
right?
That you were pointed out because it wasn't a big deal. Well, the problem is because a lot of people probably didn't know who Harvey Dent was.
Yeah, I think so too. Not a lot of people knew who Harvey Dent was.
Yeah, they were like, oh, look at that.
It would have to be like diehard Batman fans.
That's all the people were saying. It's Lando. Oh my God, it's Lando.
Lando is in the Batman universe.
You know, I don't think that's the funny thing is though. A lot of people don't even say that. Everybody's like, "It's Billy Dee Williams," because Star Wars wasn't that big yet.
No, not in '89.
I mean, a lot of people bought the toys and stuff, but I don't feel that Star Wars has the fandom then as it does now.
Not even back in the late '80s, really.
Well, I mean, it was popular. Everybody bought toys. I mean,
oh no, you're right. It's not like a big deal where people say it's Lando. Like if he shows up now, we'd be like, "Oh, my God, it's Lando."
Yeah, that's the thing. You didn't go, "Oh, that's when you saw Indiana Jones." Hey, look at there. Yeah. It's Han Solo. I mean,
no, you're right. Oh,
it's probably because they didn't have chat rooms and stuff.
No, they didn't have chat room. The internet wasn't around. But like, there's still people writing letters to Warner Brothers that hated Michael Keaton's casting, though. I read about that. It was like Warner Brothers, like right before filming, right? This movie only took 3 months to film, from October to January.
Too bad we can't get a time machine and tell them, hey, it could be a lot worse. Because it will get a lot worse.
Yeah, you had no idea. You think you have problems now?
Yeah,
but then
wait
Keaton,
till you get to.
Yeah, man, until they get a load of me.
Yeah, wait till you get a load of a couple of actors.
So, when I was a kid, right, I never realized the limited movement Michael Keaton had or didn't have in this Batman uniform, because all this top piece. I realized that he does move like this a lot.
It didn't really.
It didn't really like. Yeah, it didn't mess with me.
Bother you, because I noticed in the newer movies when Batman started looking like he had a helmet, that actually bothers me.
Oh, does that look like a helmet to you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Christopher Nolan's Batman looks like he's walking around with a helmet.
Oh, really? Huh? I thought it was like a thick leather that you could, at least move your head.
Several scenes, it looks like he's got a helmet on. Oh. It just doesn't look right. I'm like, I'm supposed to be scared of that Batman? No.
Hey, but you know what? At least they can hear, okay? This Michael Keaton Batman, he can barely hear because all the latex or leather is blocking whatever.
Okay, we're going to go back and fix that. The real Batman, the Batman that's in the movie that we're watching, he can hear just fine.
Oh, yeah, he hears just fine.
Not Michael Keaton. He just looks like Michael Keaton, okay? You got to just... I mean, so what? Who cares if you get a hair in real life or not? He's not really Batman in real life.
So I assume you like this one a lot because it was kind of dark. Like the scenes was dark.
I don't think I like it as good as the Batman Returns one.
Oh, Batman Returns was darker.
Because of the time, yeah. Timing, it was just a little more interesting. This one though, because it started something.
It did.
I mean, this is actually, and when I say it started something, I say it started me on comic books.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, well, up until then, I'd only read G.I. Joe comic books.
You know what? I can't remember when it was. It was probably this for me, too, because I had never seen anything Marvel.
No. After that, no, I had some Marvel comics. I think I mainly bought G.I. Joes, but to get a couple of packs of G.I. Joes, I had to get an X-Men comic book, which in the early 80s, X-Men comic books were not really aimed towards kids at all. So
no.
So like I'm looking at they didn't even have Wolverine in the comic book. The X-Men I got.
So how did we not even touch on this? So DC actually started us on comic books instead of the Marvel. It just
I'm
like
gonna say it started us. I'm gonna say it started us in comic books, even though because I mean the earliest cartoon I remember watching with superheroes was just Super Friends.
Oh, I never seen Super Friends.
Super Friends with Batman, Superman, and all them.
Yeah, the Justice
Yeah, I
League.
made little paper characters. I was a Batman fan before Batman came out.
Oh man, we just went to.
But I never saw the original TV series. I didn't see that because they didn't start airing the TV series on Fox. You know, the 1966.
Yeah.
Until this movie came out.
Oh.
So I saw the 1966 Batman the night after I saw the original Batman.
Oh, what did you think of it as a kid?
Yeah, it was hard. It should have saw it the same night. Okay, let's put that one. But I mean,
Then they did their job.
I actually appreciate it more now. It's funnier for adults than it is for kids.
Oh, it is.
The 66 Batman. Because
You know, I remember the 66 Batman. Oh, you know what? It was. Didn't they run it on daytime? Because I remember seeing it during daytime television.
I never saw it. It depends on. I guess it depends on where you live. Yeah, they ran it at night. It was late at night.
Because I remember me and my sister seeing the old Batmans from like. I remember it was daytime. That was it.
Okay, that's probably. Then they probably aired it there, and they probably aired it. I mean, you probably when you grew up. Well, I mean, when you got here, you're in New York. So
yeah.
You had more stations.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't take that into consideration.
Yeah, we had 3 stations, and only one station would even kind of give you Batman.
Yeah.
Or 4 stations. I think we're getting a 4th station.
I go.
Fox was still very new in this area.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, we were lucky when we saw UPN. It only lasted a couple months.
Oh my god, I forgot about UPN.
Remember there was a Warner Brother network too?
Yeah.
Didn't last very long either.
I do.
It did. I don't even know that Warner Brother made it this far.
Oh, I didn't think about that. So how did you see Star Trek? Because it's Viacom?
Yeah, UPN came on and they see Star Trek, and it didn't last. So to watch Star Trek, you had to watch it on Fox at midnight.
Oh goodness!
Because I think UPN it was Voyager was the first Star Trek they ever showed.
So that's really took some dedication then for Star Trek.
Actually, yeah, that's the thing. The Fox network I think turned into UPN at midnight to show Star Trek Voyager.
Wow.
Like, this sucks.
Yeah, it does suck because back then was a day that like if you don't watch it when it's air, right? There's no telling when it's gonna come back.
But I mean, I got lucky though because remember, animated Batman came out not too long afterwards.
Yeah. Yes. And you know what? The animated Batman came out in the 90s. Yeah, you're right. Batman.
Yeah. And it was to me, it was more of Michael Keaton's style Batman.
Oh, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Was that it?
No, animated Batman.
The animated one.
Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, I never saw the Adventures of. Yeah, to me, animated Batman was more of the Keaton, Burton Batman.
Oh, okay. I played the games of the Adventures, but like they never made one on the animated Batman series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Animated Batman was the best cartoon.
All right, so let's get back to the movie. So in the beginning, right, it just goes straight that he's already Batman with those 2 crooks. You know how they look like it was it looks like they were going to the Bruce Wayne story with that little kid and the parents.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, well, they kind of wondered if that was if you knew the movie, you kind of wondered. But it was like, if they're Bruce Wayne's parents, they should have a car.
Yeah, they look like they're tourists, so they're trying to throw you off a little bit, but they didn't succeed.
Yeah, but it mainly wants to show you how nasty, dirty, filthy, crime-ridden Gotham
City was. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course they take a wrong turn. Go down an alleyway. Of
course, right? Who doesn't want to go down alleyways, obviously?
I don't want to go down alleyways. Even Batman doesn't go down alleyways. He jumps over.
And that was the first time we saw Batman. Immediately, too.
Well, because the scene was the parents they get robbed.
Yeah.
Take the money, beat up the parents. They're up on the rooftop. They're counting out the money. Of course, that one guy's like, "Hey, you should put that gun at the kid." And the other guy's, "Come on, you want your money?"
Yeah.
And then that's why you see in the background.
Yeah.
You see the Batman for the very first time, which is cool. I mean, the suit was awesome.
Yeah,
up to this time, how many other Superman movies were there? There was this
Punisher was up, right? Was Punisher out? Was it Superman?
I can't think of anything else. There was other movies, but I didn't see them.
Oh, I didn't see him either. When did the Dolph Lundgren Punisher come out?
Oh, that was after Batman.
Oh, it was after Batman?
That was after Batman.
Oh, it says 1989 also.
Oh, does it? It sucks so bad.
Oh, never mind. 1991, April 25th.
Yeah, see, I knew that because I remember when it came out because it came out at the video store.
Yeah, you know what? I that's how he saw it too, because
And I rented it, and I was very highly disappointed.
Oh,
it
we
would
did
almost
too.
never end. It was almost like that movie never ended. I was like, huh? Because I read by that time, Batman got me into Punisher comic books too.
Yeah, so you like a lot of vigilantes. That's what you're basically stating.
Man, I grew up in the '90s. Everybody grew up in the '90s like vigilantes.
Yeah.
Remember? That was the thing.
That is the thing. Daredevil's a vigilante.
Bond went around killing people.
Yeah.
Punisher running around killing
So
people.
is he killing people? So
Venom.
So this Batman goes around killing people.
This Batman doesn't kill anybody.
You don't think so?
Who did he kill in this movie?
I thought the Joker's goons at the end, you can't shoot like an explosive on a parade thing, right? And expect everybody to be okay.
I mean, that's dispersion. If you stand away, you get hit. I mean, everybody that dies in a Batman
He didn't
movie
kill Joker at the end?
Oh, he tried to save the Joker.
He tried, but he still killed him at the end. His dude dead, right?
Oh, the Joker fell off a building and died.
How do you call
accidents happen. Accidents happen. If you want to fight crime, sometimes people are going to get hurt. And sometimes people are going to die.
So I guess, yeah.
But he never set out to intentionally kill anybody.
No, he just didn't want him to get away.
So his car has machine guns on it.
Yeah.
Get out of the way of the bullets, okay? He's not shooting at the bad guys. He's shooting at all the other stuff around the bad guys. Sometimes bad guys walk out from the machine gun, they get hit.
Oh yeah, it's just a warning shot.
Sometimes
we'll get you that part.
We'll
get you that part because I do want to point out something else, but let's get back to it.
But yeah, vigilantes for '90s. It's just the '90s. Get over it.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone was angry.
Isn't in the beginning that's when we saw Jack too? Jack Napier. They didn't call him Jack Napier.
Well, they introduced everybody because we see Batman beat the crap out of those guys, and of course, those guys are laying down. Oh, they're hurt, and then and then we see the news reporter, Knox, which I don't think we ever see this guy again. So I don't really know why he was in the movie.
Is he in the comic books though, Knox?
If he is, I don't know.
Vicky Vale was in the comic books.
I'm gonna say he wasn't. You know why I'm gonna say he wasn't? Because Vicky Bell wasn't in the comic books either.
No, Vicky Vale was in the comic books. She was a redhead.
Vicky Bell wasn't in the comic books until she showed up in this movie.
Oh, okay.
She was never a comic book character. People saw her in the movie, so they assumed that she was always in the comic book, so they added her to the comic books.
Oh, I thought she was in comic book because a lot of people didn't like that Vicky Vale was blonde instead of a redhead. And Bob Kane said that like when they went to print, right? He wanted Vicky Vale to be a blonde. It was just a mistake.
I never heard that story. I always heard the story that they added her later.
Yeah. No, I just thought that people were
I'm pretty sure I have a book over here that says that she was not in the comic.
Oh, I'm not into it. I was just watching like 10 things I didn't know about Batman before, I came on.
Okay.
So I was like, because I didn't know Vicky Vale was in a comic books or not. I know she is now.
Yeah, she is now. And she even made it to the Gotham TV series.
Yes, not Gotham TV series, but also one of the video games.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
I can't
remember which one. I play a lot of Batman video games, but my favorite one is the Arkham Asylum series.
Yeah, that was the best one.
Yeah, because I get to be stealthy. Because my theme, my love is stealthy and strategy.
Oh, really? The only reason I played it because I get to be Batman.
I just want to. Basically, my thing is I either want to scare people or come up behind them and knock them the hell out.
Yeah. That's the difference between me and you. You want to do that. I just want to be Batman.
Yeah. It's just like, I didn't even care if it was Batman or not. It could be a Daredevil game.
I know, that's the thing. No, gotta be Batman.
So I guess in the beginning you didn't even know Jack was, messing with the boss's wife, right? Or girl. Some kind of blonde lady. I'm
sure it's a girlfriend.
Yeah, it's girlfriend.
No, she's a model.
Yeah, oh yes, that's right.
Which we're gonna remember though, that we're gonna miss a bunch of deals because that we go back to Knox, we see Knox. And he's talking to a lieutenant.
Yes.
I forgot what the lieutenant's name was.
Eckhart?
Yeah, Eckhart. Lieutenant Eckhart, which he's actually in the comic books. I don't know how long he was in the comic books. I don't know if he was added later, but I know he's in there because I got a picture of him, a drawn picture of Eckhart. Yeah. So we're introduced to him. We find out that he works for Grissom.
Yes.
Well, the only reason we find out because he walks away from the police, and he's like, we find out that the police are looking for Batman, but they're denying the Batman even exists.
Yes.
That's the whole point. As far as we know, everybody in Gotham knows Batman's always been there, but he's not been making a big scene.
No.
And nobody talks about it. Only one guy, this Knox guy, believes in Batman.
Knox, yeah. That is like it's not in the beginning of it. We are in the middle of like Batman's been around for a while, yes.
But of course, Batman, every time he beats somebody up, he tells them, "Hey, I'm Batman."
Yeah, I'm Batman.
Which is funny because in the comic book I got, it says, "I am the Knight."
Yeah, that's what that says too. From that video I watched, they were talking about that. It was supposed to be "I'm the Knight," but Michael Keaton just improv that line in.
Yeah, well, this is the funny thing. This has a different ending, kind of a different. But I'm going to say it has the same ending, but there's a section here that's not in the movie.
Really?
Even though this cut out a lot of stuff that's in the movie.
I wonder how hard it is for me to get that comic book now.
It shouldn't be that hard. Well, I don't know. I know I saw a picture of it.
It's either Amazon, eBay, or the comic book.
Somebody made this into a magnet. Let's put it that way for your refrigerator.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but the thing is, we meet Grissom. Remember?
Yes.
No.
Bosch Grissom.
We don't meet Grissom. We meet Jack Napier.
Yes. Oh yeah, because he talks to Eckhart.
Yeah, he talks to Eckhart. Which up to this point, actually, there's never been an origin for Joker.
No.
Never, and he doesn't even have a name. I think some people played with the name Jack Napier before, but Jack Napier, I think, was the name of somebody that did was a production or something. But anyhow, I like it. I like this scene because when he goes up to that guy, he pulls his gun out.
Yeah.
Eckhart pulls his gun out, and Bob.
Bob, yeah.
I learned his name is Bob. Puts that gun right over his shoulder. I wish I was like that, dude.
I love that. It's like you ought to think about the future.
Yeah, you better think the future. He's like, the future where you're running things, that's not going to happen because you're Grissom's A1 psycho boy.
Yeah, psycho boy, yeah.
I'm like, so I guess we don't ever see that he's a psycho, but they want us to know he's a psycho.
Yeah, it's just the conversation history that everybody knows.
Yeah, so they don't have to show us that he's a crazy psycho. But that's also that went to that scene where we meet Jack Napier before that. Remember where he's, like you said, he was hanging out with Alicia, Grissom's girlfriend. And then we go back to the office where Grissom's sitting. We meet Grissom, which is Jack Palance. Which Jack Palance, I think the first movie he was in, he played a bad guy.
Oh, really?
Named Shane.
Oh, no way. I did not know this. Any of this history.
Yeah, he was in a Western and he played the bad guy. It was the Western called Shane.
Huh.
So yeah, he's been a bad guy pretty much from then on.
A lot of typecasts.
Yeah, well, I mean, he sounds like a pretty angry guy. I mean, listen to him talk.
So I guess they set up the scene where they go to access chemicals, right? To
Well, yeah. Well, the next scene though is after that we go to the newsroom where Knox.
Where Knox go back and everybody's making fun of him. Yeah.
But you know that they show, hey, we got a drawing of the Batman for you. Yes. Remember when they show that drawing with the suit with a bat? But here's the neat thing. Did you notice it said Bob Kane?
I did. It says Bob Kane's name on it, yes.
I don't know if he really drew that. But.
No. It's like a shout-out, right? To Bob Kane.
Yeah, well, Bob Kane was still alive when this movie was made.
And you know what? We forgot to touch on the... in the beginning, they were talking about... when they show Harvey Dent, right? They were talking about doing some kind of festival about the budget and stuff.
The 200 years.
The 200 years, yes, that's what it was. 200 years.
Yeah, we haven't got that far yet.
No.
Because, Knox goes to the office and he meets Vicky Vale.
Yes.
So we're introduced to Vicky Vale.
And she's a photographer.
Yeah. And she did all kinds of stuff for Vogue.
Yep.
And then she did a bunch of stuff for Time on a War Zone. And, of course, the only reason she is in Gotham City is to get pictures of Batman.
Yep.
She thinks it's interesting. So now there's only two people that are interested
that believes there's a Batman, yeah.
He's in the Batman. And then that's when we go to Grissom's office.
Yeah, Grisham's office. But then when Knox meets Vale, they set up the scene how they're going to go to the Bruce Wayne's mansion.
Exactly, because
they find out the commissioner's going to be there, but I don't think I'm on the invite list. And then Vicky Vale had the invitations. That part is like Knox is a little comic relief, right? He's like, "Will you marry me? No. What about? Can you buy me lunch?"
Yeah, he is. He is the comics.
He is.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a light eater.
Yeah, I'm a light eater. When you're right. That's when we go back to Grisham's thing to talk to Jack so he can set him up to have him killed all over a woman. Yeah, that's the only reason why he wanted to kill him.
That's the thing. It makes you wonder who told.
Ooh.
But it could have been Eckhart in a way. Well, it could have been the girlfriend, because there's a scene, when Jack is talking to him, he's looking in the mirror and she goes, "You look fine." He goes, "Nobody asked you."
Yeah.
She gets this look on her face, like she's kind of mad, but maybe not. And then he points that gun at Eckhart, and Eckhart walks off after almost getting his face blown off. He goes, Where you been spending your nights, handsome?"
Ah.
So maybe he tells.
So, yeah, I never thought about that or even put that together.
Because in the scene though, the Joker or Napier, remember Alicia goes, "Hey, if Grissom found out, you'd be dead." He's like, "Nothing's going to happen because he can't run this town without me."
Yeah.
So of course he's arrogant.
Yes, arrogant and psychotic.
I like it, and they're afraid. And yeah, we met Harvey Dent, who is Lando covers.
Yeah.
And he's going to clean up the town.
He's going to clean up the town. Yeah.
They're going to clean up the town. Plus, they're trying to hold this 200-year celebration for Gotham City, which now we know Gotham City is really old.
And then we see the mayor.
Because we also see the mayor.
Yeah, because the mayor talks to him outside City Hall. Yeah.
But we also see the police chief too.
Yes.
Which Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner
Gordon is played by an actor named Pat Hingle.
Yes.
He actually got to play the police commissioner 4 movies.
Really? Oh, he did. Yeah, That's right.
He plays it off. And I was also point out that Alfred.
Alfred is also the same.
He also plays the
on all 4 movies. Yeah.
Which is funny because they changed all the Batmans each time.
Well, not each time, just 2.
Well, we got 2 Keatons and then we got everybody else.
Yeah. Exactly. But
which actually, I can't knock Batman Forever. I actually like Batman Forever.
I like Batman Forever too.
But it's not as good as these 2 Batmans.
No, it's not. But it's still good. That's what we're trying to say,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Commissioner Gordon and Alfred is the same.
I guess they kept the actors the same, so you would think it's all in the same.
Yeah, in the same thing. Just changes universe. Casting.
Yeah. Well.
So here we have Batman, DC's Batman right here, right, is actually better than what Marvel ever had at this time.
Marvel didn't have anything.
No, just the Punisher and the Captain America.
Well, yeah, they had they tried to do a Fantastic Four. They had a Captain America, a bunch of Hulk, and in the 70s they had like a Hulk TV show, and it had Thor, and it had a Daredevil. Nothing. It looked like the comic books.
So the history repeats itself here. It's when Warner Brothers, when a production company trying to take over and tell the artists what they want to see instead of what the artists want to bring.
Yeah, there was no big budget. Marvel.
No, that was nothing.
Marvel dreamed of having an Iron Man where Tom Cruise played it. But none of that took off for Marvel.
No.
But, I mean, like I said, I got into comic books and Marvel turned out to be the better comic book.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess.
I would only read the Detective Comics because the Batman comic book actually kind of sucked. It was not. It was like some kind of weird stories. I'm like, I want to hear about Batman fighting crime. I don't want to hear about Batman having a family.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, I never read into that.
Yeah. Well. So Grissom sends. They're afraid that Harvey Dent's going to be able to tie him through the Axis Chemicals plant, so they send
Jack
there. Of course, actually
get the records.
Actually, he already knows that Harvey Dent can't find him. So the way he sees it. He'll just have him killed at the Axis Chemical plant.
Yep.
Make it like a break-in.
And it was his idea, too. I like that.
Like it. Is this his idea? He goes, huh. Exactly. And then as soon as he leaves, Grissom calls the police department.
Yes, Grissom calls the police department.
He calls his guy at the police department.
Yeah, Eckhart.
Yeah, Eckhart, to have him go down there.
Dirty, dirty cops.
But you already know that Grissom knows, because remember, the girlfriend shows up.
Yes.
Jack Nicholson's got his deck of cards.
Don't forget
he looks at it. You can see her through the deal, and then Grissom knows that they're looking at each other.
Those are actually good shots, by the way.
Those were very good shots. Yeah. This is the best shot, because, especially when Grissom comes up there and grabs Jack by the shoulders, and he goes, "You're my number one." He's making fun of him.
Yeah, you're my number one.
It's the scene that comes along again later
on in the
movie. Because Jack does this to somebody else.
Bob. He does it to Bob later.
And, of course, he takes his deck of cards and just dumps it in his hat.
Yep.
What a jerk.
Well, it was way 50s, right? Or maybe film noir by the...
yeah. Wouldn't you have known if you were Jack that you maybe something's wrong?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because
he takes your deck of cards and just throws them in your hat and treats you like crap.
And even Jack was like, can we just get somebody else to do this? Yeah. And that's when he did the number one guy. There's no one else I trust.
Yeah. And then the next scene goes to Wayne
Yeah,
Manor.
I know, the party, right? Like casino night.
Well, of course, he's got a big old giant house that looks kind of like the castle that Johnny Depp lives in Scissorhands.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? They might probably use the same house, you know, or like
They might too,
yeah,
because you know what I'm thinking. I think then they kind of get this house and they make it run down a little bit more.
yeah.
And they filmed Tales from the Crypt on the front of it too.
Oh, that's because is that owned by Warner Brothers? Tales from the Crypt? It's HBO. I know.
Yeah, but HBO wasn't Warner Brothers yet. I don't think. Home box office.
Yeah, home
Hey,
box office.
so it was. It was a conspiracy theory from way back. Actually, the houses don't look the same, but we're gonna go with it. And of course, we get to see everybody. We get to see all the three guys playing whatever you play on the table, gambling.
Yes.
Let's go this way. Got some for charity though.
Yeah, for charity. Oh, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, because you know you don't want a police commissioner and
They were,
DA.
yeah, commissioner was playing crabs.
Yeah. So of course Knox is trying to get some more information about the Batman.
Yes.
And of course we get to see finally get to see Bruce Wayne. Which we notice he just leaves stuff everywhere.
Because he's sloppy.
Oh, I wish I was like that. He sticks a glass on the table, and of course,
Alfred comes and swipes it like
he puts a pin in a bush, and they grab the pin.
He's like, he just puts it in the bush.
Yeah, he just walks around. He doesn't really. He's just like, there's a lot of people here.
And that was the first time when we see Vicky Vale meeting Bruce Wayne, except that she didn't even know who Bruce Wayne was.
Yeah, well, it's awesome because I like it because you know, finally she walks up to him and they ask him, so which one of these guys is Bruce Wayne?
He's like, I'm not really sure.
Not really sure. You know, because he's messing. He's just like, he wants to know who's asking first.
Yeah.
I mean, I would do that too. If somebody comes up and says, I need to see Shane. I'd be like,
yeah, why? Whoa, I don't know. Let's go find him. Why are you looking for him?
Yeah, why are you looking for him? Maybe I can find him for you. Does he owe you money? Because I can tell you right now, if he owes you money, I don't know who he is.
Yeah. I like that.
So, and then, of course, it's Knox and her, they end up in that room with armor.
Yeah, like the arsenal armor, right? I guess the arsenal room.
Well, I would say an armory.
Yeah, an armory.
That's what you want to say, armory.
Yeah, armory,
yeah. Armory, which is probably, he keeps that for himself because that's probably how he developed his armored Batman suit.
And you know, I only said arsenal because that's Knox make fun of it. You know, like you never get these things about rich people, right? Here's my dining room, here's my kitchen, here's my arsenal.
My armory.
Yeah, armory. Oh yeah, I think they said armory. Never mind. Yeah, you're right, armory.
Yeah, you keep your arsenal and you keep your arsenal in your armory.
Yeah. So like that's when
I keep
my
arsenal in my armory. I don't know where you keep yours.
So that's the first scene that like they both met Bruce Wayne for the first time.
Yeah, well I like it because you know they're making fun of all the statues.
Yeah,
I like it when they go, I wonder where this statue is from. You hear over his shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, it's from Japan.
He comes around, looks at him. How do you know?
I bought it in Japan.
Well, this has a good line in it.
It is like when I was rewatching it, right, man? I remember this movie like accurately. It wasn't anything that I forgot.
This too.
Yeah, it's like
because this movie was actually a pretty easy movie.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't there was no complex themes to it, or twists or turns in it. It just, hey, come in, sit down, watch this movie, enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it. I think our kids would like this too.
Sit at the table and rehearse lines from this movie without, because I mean, you need a simple movie because you can't go get it on VCR.
But was this rated PG-13 due to, I guess, violence in a way?
The Joker falling off the building?
The Joker falling off the building, but when they shot, right, there was no blood anywhere.
No. The Joker only has some blood. There's only some blood on the lips and stuff, you know, when they hit punchy people.
Yeah. But it wasn't
yeah. Well, maybe they thought the Joker, when everybody dies with the smile on their face, was too graphic.
Oh, it's too graphic. Holy crap. This movie made $411 million based on like a 40-something million budget.
Well, it's also, let me put it this way. What was the competition back then? None.
Well, competition as in comic book, or was competition as in like...
I'm thinking comic book, there was no competition, period.
And, before, on that video, actually, it's the 20 things you didn't know, right? Jack Nicholson made $60 million off of this movie.
Oh, yeah, I remember he had
It was
he
his
also got a big cut
biggest
of the,
paycheck. Yeah, he got.
yeah, he
That's
got
why
a
he
cut of the
got.
proceeds of what they made outside too.
Yeah, because he was paid $6 million, but he got the
Well,
deal
that's
where
because
like
Jack Nicholson was thinking, I can make money off of toys like Lucas does.
Oh, you think so, huh?
No, he did. He knew this.
Oh, I didn't
He had
know
a pretty
that.
good idea. Yes, he had a pretty good idea this was going to sell.
Oh, so that's why the toys look a lot like him.
Yeah, come on, because this is a Batman. I mean, this was. I mean, a lot of people could see this. This is going to be big.
Oh, I didn't see
You
that.
know, I think a lot of people are thinking we should have did this with Superman.
Oh, there was no toys on Superman.
I mean, if there were, I didn't get them. There was always toys, but I remember.
Yeah, I didn't get them either.
I remember when Star Trek, the first Star Trek movie came out, they had action figures for those. But the problem is, when you go to the store to get them, I never saw Star Trek or didn't know about Star Trek then. I got a few of the figures.
Yeah.
Awesome. Because the only reason I got them because they looked exactly like the Star Wars figures. So
Oh.
I thought, hey, I'll put them with my Star Wars guys, and then they could ride on a Millennium Falcon wherever.
they can sit
I had a Captain Kirk. I had a Captain Kirk and a Scotty flying around with the Star Wars guys.
Oh man, no, okay. Yeah, you know what? I
So
didn't think about toys
basically,
merchandising back
The
then.
scene goes, you see Han Solo and Captain Kirk sitting next to each other, and Han Solo's going, "This is my ship," and Captain Kirk, "Yeah, this is your ship."
yeah. We both know who's in charge, right? Yeah. Of course, of course.
Yeah, I'm just a captain in the Federation. I mean, I'm not really going to commandeer your small little tiny space vessel. And my engineer right here is not going to help your spaceship go any faster.
Yes. Nah. All right, so let's get back. So they meet. I like how Knox.
Which, by the way, I was just going to ask you: did you buy the Batman Michael Keaton?
I did not. I don't think so.
I did when it came out because it had the little belt, and you pull the belt out with a little rope on it, and you hook it on things, and it pulls him up to it.
Oh, I remember that toy.
I still got it somewhere.
I remember that part.
They made the Joker, and they came with a Bob.
Okay, well, Bob, that's so weird.
Yeah, they made the action figure for Bob.
You know,
which is cool.
I don't know if you read this, but the guy who plays Bob was just Jack Nicholson's friend.
Yeah, well, he
told the production company, if you don't put my friend in this movie, right, I'm not doing this.
Yeah. Then later on, he's probably looking at his friends and says, "Hey, I'm gonna have to shoot you."
It was okay. Like, hey, I didn't even know that I could be in this movie.
But but we can go back to so they figure out who Bruce Wayne is.
Yes, both of them at the same
And
time.
of course, while we're at the party, a cop comes in and tells
Gordon.
the commissioner,
Yeah.
"Hey, something's going down." He's like, "Hey, who's in charge of this?" He's like, "Eckhart." He's like, "If we can get there, if we can get there, we can pin Bruce for all of his crime."
Yes.
Because they already know that Eckhart's on the
Dirty.
payroll, but he's dirty.
Yeah.
That's how bad their city is.
Wow.
It's kind of like when we see the other Batman with Nolan's Batman. Remember when Grissom goes, they go, "You're gonna tell?" And he goes, "In a city this dirty, who am I gonna?"
Yeah, who am I gonna run to? Yeah.
Yeah, who am I gonna rat to? So basically, this is kind of like.
Yeah.
Which makes you think. When in Nolan's Batman, when was that Eckhart that Commissioner Gordon was with?
I can't remember. Was it Eckhart?
We could touch that if we ever get to that movie.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about that the whole time.
That's what I'm wondering, if Eckhart appears again.
I have to know now.
Okay.
Because who was that detective, right?
Yeah, because I think does Eckhart appear again in the series or not?
Let's see. Who was the dirty cop? I don't have enough people. God dang it. Let's see. Gordon. You know what? Maybe if I search Gordon.
Well, it was Gordon or was somebody else?
Yeah. I remember Falcone.
Falcone's a big deal in all the comic books. I'm surprised there's not a Falcone here. Maybe Grissom was supposed to be Falcone.
Oh, you think so? Because Falcone.
But I don't know. There's supposed to be so many mobsters in Gotham City. It'd be kind of dumb when you just take down one mobster and Batman's like, "Oh, I'm done." I'm like, in the comic books, it doesn't work. In the movies, it works that way. But in the comic books, Batman, he would be over with the comic book. I mean, Batman has so many mobsters to fight. It doesn't matter if he gets rid of Falcone or not.
Yeah.
He's got King Midas and all those other crazy nuts. And plus, I noticed that Knox asked him for a grant.
Oh, I love that part. Like, hey,
I like
can I have a
love
grant?
that part. I like that part because when the doors open, "Hey, Mr. Wayne, we're running out of champagne." He looks at him. "So we should open seven?
6? Yeah, 6 sounds good. Like, what?
Yeah, that sounds good. And he's like, Oh yeah, and then
When Alfred came in, he's like, "Hey, but Commissioner Gordon had to leave unexpectedly." So he's like,
yeah.
"Oh."
Yeah, so he's got to go.
And he's like,
but I like it.
Give Knox a grant.
Knox a grant.
Give Knox a grant.
But I
He
like
seems
it
so
Knox
casually.
says. But I actually like the way Knox says what he says. And I remember this line even when I was a kid, because I've ever said that they were thinking, "I want to be rich so I can be weird."
Yep.
Yeah, because he goes, "You know why they're so odd? Because they can afford it."
They can afford to be. Yeah, exactly.
We're like, man, that would be awesome.
It's on a whole different level, right? When they're odd like this, like I don't know, I'm not on that level. You know, when people say that, like, why do rich people need to steal? Like, I have no idea. I'm not on that level.
Then we get to see Bruce Wayne in his Batcave, which is awesome. Yes. When you're a kid, it's awesome because he's got cameras everywhere.
Yeah, and now it's like I have that at my house now. I'm not in
No, but way back then you couldn't afford a video camera.
No.
Not even one.
Yeah.
This guy had like a zillion of them all over town.
Yeah. And I like that he was able to zoom in for the sound, like in a really noisy party, right? His technology is already way ahead of his time.
Yeah, he's got his whole house bugged. So you don't really want to lift anything while you're at his house.
You don't want to do anything.
You'll probably get beat up in an alleyway somewhere in Gotham later.
I guess it just shows him that so that way it makes sense for Batman to show up at Access Chemicals.
Yeah. Well, it's also he does all the camera stuff and he has parties at house. That's how he gets in. That's how he influences and stuff and gets information by being one person and then being the Batman.
Being the undercover as the other side. Yeah.
Yeah. So of course he watches it and he figures out what it is, and then we go to Access Chemicals with all the cops.
Oh yeah, when Eckhart is telling all the police officers like shoot to kill, you know, and then he gives them a picture.
Jack and them.
He's passing out paperwork. He's passing out paperwork. Like, hey, this is the target.
Yeah, here's your target. Shoot to kill. Shoot to kill. Of course, you see Jack, and then they realize they just been
double cross.
Yep, the double cross.
Because they open the safe and there's nothing in there.
Yeah, because I like it. He goes, "Hey, I think we just been had, boys." And everybody gets out. It's just like a 1950s gangster, 1930s gangster.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it is. With the hats and stuff, yes.
1930s.
It feels like Dick Tracy rolled into Batman.
I was thinking to say that too. And I never even saw that movie, but I read the comic book.
Oh, Dick Tracy! It was cool when I saw it it was in the 90s too. Dick Tracy.
Oh, really?
Early 90s, yeah.
It had to be afterwards. I'm
sure
if somebody's watching. You know, that's the thing. A producer's probably sitting there watching Batman. Is like, we're gonna make Dick Tracy.
Yeah, it's got to be. Look at him. Look at Jack. Look at the way that Jack Nicholson's wearing. Imagine it's all yellow, okay?
And we're gonna get Madonna. Red. We're gonna get Madonna.
Yes. I remember seeing Dick Tracy. That was before I came to Texas in '92.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's early 90s. So that's when comic book movies were popular, I guess. Well, I can't say popular. They have one.
I'm thinking they saw what Batman made and they thought, "Hey, we gotta get some of this."
Yeah, because Batman Return also came out before I came to Texas, within like '91 or something. You know what? So far, I have seen every single Batman movie in the theater, starting with this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So ever since I came into U.S., I saw all 4 of them, right? Even though Batman or Robin was a major disappointment. Then I saw Batman Begins, and I saw The Dark Knight with you and Cody. I remember that.
Yeah, I
remember this so well. Yeah, I remember that so well because that was a time when we asked Cody, or we asked each other, we're like, who do you want to be, James Bond or Batman? And then Cody said, oh, I want to be James Bond because, you know, Batman under all that stuff, he's got to be hot, right? and then when we came out of Dark Knight, Cody was like, I totally want to be Batman now. I like how Cody's smile was just thinking like it's gonna be hot being Batman, and I never thought of that before.
Yeah, he's not thinking about the technology though.
I mean, I don't know. Like Michael Keaton's Batman, right? It's gotta be hot.
Oh, he was hot, but in the movie, the real Batman is not hot in that suit.
And he's wearing eyeshadow makeup here. How did that stuff not run like down your face?
Yeah. He's got a special formula for his bat making, okay?
It must be like, and I'm thinking like, well, he's got to apply it every time he put a mask on, because Christian Bale, all Batmans did that. Like Christian Bale, like all of them.
Hey, in the Batman in the DC universe, Batman is a chemist too.
Yes.
So he made some awesome eyeshadow, okay? He probably sold it to Revlon later on.
Just go poof, poof on the eye, and I'm done.
Yep. He's like,
I don't
hey,
have to be like, I don't have to be like this, you know.
Your heart out.
No one ever talk about the eye makeup or the
The
makeup.
only time it ever ran is that time that Vicky Vale slept over and he got the wrong makeup.
We gotta go back. We gotta go back to that scene because like it feels like Vicky Vale is a slut. Like only, or maybe because who doesn't want to sleep with a witch guy, right? Come on.
Actually, yeah.
Like she only been in town, right? And then like she meet this witch guy, and then before you know, within the same week, right? Maybe just a few days apart, and she's always in bed. She's already in bed with him.
Well, actually, we can't go that path. You know why?
No.
Because we don't know that. Because Bruce Wayne wasn't drunk. Ooh.
Oh.
So I think it is something else happened. I think Bruce Wayne took advantage of somebody.
Well, we're jumping way ahead. I forgot what.
Yeah, we're jumping way ahead. We'll address that when we get to it.
So it's way funny. I love that Batman in the Access Chemical scene because that was the scene where like the dude just walked right. Isn't that the one where Batman just punches him with his back fist? Like he's been standing there this whole time waiting for the dude to come by.
Yeah, he's just backhanded.
Just go boom.
No, actually, he knew this. He probably was up in the air and he saw the guy walking that way, so he jumped down, backhanded.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Without anybody seeing that. Yeah, you got it.
Did you not play Arkham Asylum video game? You're always there.
Oh, man, yeah.
Oh, come on.
I love it when
Batman.
I get the...
You're Batman, you would know so.
I love it when the bad guys pee themselves. That's the love part I love to get to.
But of course, while they're fighting, Commissioner Gordon shows up and tells them, "Hey, anybody that
shoots
fires
Napier
on Jack Napier answers to me."
Yeah, answers to me. And then like I like how Ichabod just leaves.
Yeah, Eckhart just starts walking off behind him.
Yeah.
And of course, then Batman jumps down and stops Jack Napier.
Oh yeah.
And then that's when Bob puts the gun to Commissioner's head.
To Commissioner's head, yeah.
But the Commissioner should know. Okay, so Batman disappears now to save the Commissioner. So why wouldn't the Commissioner know Batman's on their side?
I don't. You just do the vigilante thing,
they can
right?
be vigilantes.
Yeah, it's just a vigilante thing.
Okay, well,
it doesn't make it okay.
That's the neat thing, though, because when I was a kid, I looked. This made Batman so much awesome because when he turned back, Batman was gone.
Oh, he was gone.
It's a ninja.
Yeah, when Jack picked up his gun, he was like, and then he just gone like a ninja. But then that scene with the when everybody was out, right, and then they were trying to get Batman, then when he threw that little smoke bomb, that's a ninja move right there too.
Yeah, that was a ninja move. It was all ninjas. He was a ninja, but I like it because he shoots Eckhart.
Yeah, he shoots Eckhart. Yep.
And
he
then
said, think about the future.
And they all run, yeah, and of course, here comes the Batman again.
Yep.
And of course, he tries to shoot him. He blocks him, kicks him. He shoots at the deal, and it goes right through his face.
Yes.
And then he falls off. Well, he hangs on the edge of that.
Yeah, Batman trying to save him.
Second time.
Yeah.
And Batman tries to grab him to pull him up.
And he falls.
And he falls.
Basically, he just falls in like green dye water. Like it looks like St. Patrick's Day's left over, right? That's what he fell into.
It's not St. Patrick's Day water I want.
This is the dirty river water we have from Chicago. We just dump it here.
In Chicago? This is Gotham.
Oh, I'm just making fun.
Oh, you mean Boston?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's why I meant Boston. I meant Chicago. In Boston, yeah. Yeah, Boston. What am I thinking of? Well, I know the connection is Christopher Nolan shot a lot of the Batman stuff in Chicago. That's all I was thinking. Yeah.
He did.
But did Tim Burton shoot this all inside a studio? It looks like everything is shot inside a studio. It's like there's some daytime scenes, but it looks like rainy weather. I mean, that's really it.
No, all this was set. I think this was on a
soundstage.
I don't know if it's Warner Brothers back lot.
That's pretty impressive.
This is actually the city lots I think they used for a lot of movies. No, actually, I think most of this was filmed in England at Pine.
Oh, okay.
England, but it was lots they built.
Yeah, lots they built. Okay.
This wasn't a real town.
No, nothing.
Nothing. It was nothing but a big giant studio lots that they filmed all of this.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, most of this was on sets and models. They used a lot of models. Most of the time you see the city as models, which to me, Gotham City in this movie looks awesome.
No, it is.
Because it's just nuts. It's nothing but steel girders everywhere holding up brick buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like if New York just went nuts and just started building all over the place.
Oh, it looks like New York. Yeah. It totally looks like New York. I always thought Gotham City looks like New York, especially certain pages of the comics.
Yeah,
or
to
just
be
in
real,
this
this is
movie.
the best looking Gotham City that they've ever had
Yeah,
in the movies.
because the
'Cause I
Batman
don't
Return
really
looks
like.
good too.
I didn't like the Gotham City in Nolan's movies.
No, because you complain about too much daytime.
Yeah, because it looked like a regular American city nowadays.
Well, I thought Gotham City looks like a regular American city too.
No, it
Like
doesn't.
even in the animated stuff.
It looks crazy. It looks crazy, man. Come on, a new American city. You couldn't be Batman or Spider-Man in because there's nothing to hang on or swing across.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh,
Because
you go
everything's
by that one, yeah.
glass and stuff.
Oh, now it's glass, but back then it was
Yeah.
all brick and mortar.
It's supposed to be, yeah. Their Gotham City's all brick and steel.
Yeah, old stuff. Yeah, of course, right?
Yeah,
Now
it's
it's like,
all old and dirty and stuff. I'm like the Nolan's Batman. His Gotham City looked all clean and stuff. But it's like, oh, there's crime in here. I'm like, yeah, right. Not any more than in Chicago. You don't need a Batman.
I thought Batman Begins looks pretty good, like the dirty and the grittiness of it. But we're not talking about Batman Begins right now. We're talking about this Batman from 1989.
Yeah,
right?
Batman Beginnings. Yeah, well, anyways, Batman Begins was the best.
Yes.
And then it all got clean. I don't know how.
Well, if you watch the story, right, Batman cleaned up the city, okay, and with
And one stinking
Lieutenant
movie,
Gordon.
it should have been like a whole bunch of movies.
Oh, it can't. But you like how quick the MCU does this stuff, but you have a problem with Nolan's.
Yes,
Such
I
a
do.
hypocrite.
I do. I do. Have
Such a hypocrite. You know what? That just speaks on you. That you just wanted a longer series, though. That's probably what it is.
I wanted a Batman series. I didn't want a MCU series.
Yeah, you want a Batman series, yeah.
I wanted an MCU series. I go watch an MCU movie.
They can't. They don't have any time for that. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't have any time. That's why they're stuck.
All right. So where were we? So Eckhart dies. He falls in a chemical.
Yeah, and of course the commissioner tries to catch Batman. Of course,
Yeah.
he does the, psh, and then you can see the wings come out. And of course, Gordon's like, "Don't tell anybody about."
Yeah,
this.
don't tell anybody about this. Like, we look really bad. So Batman was there, and you guys can capture him.
Yeah.
No.
And then of course, it cuts to the scene where you see this white hand coming up.
Yes. Like Terminator was going down. He's coming out. Yeah. Well, it's like because Jack was wearing some kind of like I don't know, like fingerless, like tipless glove or something. Yeah.
Hey man, that acid probably ate his gloves up.
Oh man.
Because his fingernails even change color.
I don't even know what excess chemical does. Is that in the comic books? What is the backstory on that? Like they obviously mention it in the movies because for nerds, right?
I don't know if there was an access chemical. I kind of actually think there was an access chemical.
Oh, okay. But
It's just a company.
Yeah, just
but
a company.
you gotta remember, there was no origin story to the Joker, so what is it?
No, I don't know. So that's a good thing that you pointed out. So we're going to talk about that when that scene comes.
Well, let's put it this way: if you read the Batman comics from the beginning,
no, you told me a long time ago. There's
you're
no
gonna see
original Joker
all kinds
story.
of businesses.
Yeah.
And the businesses are basically just there like characters for an issue, and then they go on. So basically, to me, Access Chemicals was just a character in this movie, a MacGuffin or something.
Yes.
To move the story along.
Yeah, it's a MacGuffin. Yes, definitely a MacGuffin.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just hey, we needed a place for the Joker to change. Just make Access Chemicals.
Yep, that's it.
So basically, that's where the Joker died. Well, that's where Jack Nicholson dies, and the Joker's born.
Yes.
Because the Batman reaches for his hand, couldn't save him, and Jack Nickerson's dead.
Yes, Jack Napier is dead.
And then, of course, we go to date night at the Wayne Manor.
Oh, is that a date night already? Where they had that really long, like a 50-foot table?
I love that, man.
I love that too. I like how funny like Bruce Wayne was. He's like, you're like, oh yeah, I love this room.
Well, you know the thing is the thing is the show. They're so rich. They have all these rooms that you don't even need.
Yeah, he's like, I don't think I've ever been in this room before.
You know, I wish I had enough money. I would own like maybe 5 rooms that I don't even need. You know how nowadays people when they build a house they're like, hey, we don't need a dining room. I'm like, I would get a dining room even though I don't like people and don't want to sit with people. I still have a dining room.
We have a dining room. You know what? Me and my wife, me and Heather decide like, you know what? No one eats in a dining room. You know.
Everybody says that.
Yeah.
We don't.
My parents use it as their living room, like their living space with TV and like a couch and everything. Like if you come in right, like it looks right. If you because you come into my house, it's the dining room immediately.
You know, I noticed they do that to a lot of houses in that area.
Oh yeah.
The dining room, for some reason, in those houses, is always the first room you walk into. Because my brother's house is kind of like that.
Oh really?
Well, I'm not. Yeah, I think even his house is.
You know
Which
what? I
listen,
noticed that
puzzles me.
too.
To me, the dining room should be the second room you walk through, next to the kitchen.
What should be the first one?
The living room.
Ah, you know
So
what? Then
that's
I
where
think
you would
that's why.
entertain your guests.
I think
Yeah.
that's why
So
Heather
people,
saw that as a living room.
yeah, people would walk in your house. You sit down, entertain your guests
Yes,
while
and
you
then
got your
yeah.
food going, and then you go in the dining room to eat, and then you leave and go back to the living room.
Oh, yeah. I
So
don't know
I'm
what
like,
happened.
why did they put the
The
stupid
living room is
dining room
like
at
you
the
have to
same?
go to like you have to walk in just to get to the living room, or they call it a gathering room now, like nowadays.
Okay, well that's the living room.
Yeah, yeah, I know. The upstairs is the game room, but like you mean it's just another living room up here. That's basically what it
Okay, so
is.
so what you're telling me is you have rooms you don't need. You might be Bruce Wayne.
I have a room that we don't need. That's why we have it. Like we're gonna start fostering. We still have a room that we call it the guest bedroom, right? But that's where the foster kids will go.
Okay.
Not, it sounds really
weird.
bad when I say it like that. Like
Yes, it
we
does. It just
we
sounds
specially decorated it like so that way we could take in children. That's it.
it sounds weird the way you say it.
Yeah, no, we just that's the fun. That's where the foster kids will go.
Hey,
Like
let's
like
get
a
back to
cage.
Batman.
Yeah. Let's get back to the Batman.
Yeah, before you sound even more weird. Let's get back to that.
So this is what I'm talking about. Vicky Vale is a slut.
Hey, come on, come on.
But then you,
So then what? Then what's Bruce Wayne?
I don't know. There's no proper term for. He's just a rich billionaire. That's what
Yeah.
exactly what that is.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne's a slut too. Then.
Yeah, I guess he is a slut too. They never talk about how rich he is in this movie, right? Like they never talk about wealth. It's just
Dude,
Batman.
he's got a house full of rooms that he doesn't need.
Well, that's
He's
only
got
one
rooms.
scene.
He's got a house with rooms he's never been in. That's
Oh, you know
how
what? Even we jump far ahead because they talked to Alfred, and Alfred was just sharing stories with Vicky Vale about
Not yet.
young Bruce.
Just remember, they haven't left. We haven't got out of the dining room.
Oh, I was talking about she was a slut, so I thought we jumped right into the sex scene.
Okay, well, anyhow, we see them leave the dining room. That
Yeah, they were just
it's
drinking
ridiculous.
soup, yeah, or eating
It's
soup.
basically just to show you, I guess, to show you that Bruce Wayne doesn't really belong in this mansion.
Yeah,
Who doesn't belong in a mansion? I don't belong in a mansion.
it's
But,
basically a mansion with two dudes. It's,
But yeah,
it's
but
kinda
anyways,
weird. It's kind of weird, right?
it's got weird.
A mansion with just two dudes. There's nobody else in this house.
Hey, one is his butler. One of the dudes is the butler.
He's a butler, all right. I don't know.
We don't know that, but Batman probably has maids. He probably has maids in this house. But the house is so big, we'll never see them.
Yeah, you're right. Even though we never seen them in the movie, it's just two dudes in a mansion.
Hey, when they was having the party, there was a lot of help there.
I think it's one of those funny titles. Two dudes in a mansion save the city.
Well, actually, only one dude in the mansion comes to save the city.
Well, Alfred is the guy in the chair.
Alfred's the guy who tries to talk him out of it every movie.
Is he? Isn't
Yeah.
Alfred always the one that's trying to get Bruce to start a normal life too, to find a woman?
Yes,
Yeah.
in the movies. In the movies, he is.
Yeah, in the movies he is, yes.
No, in the comic book, because if Alfred did it in the comic books, there wouldn't be a Batman.
Yeah, it's kind of like microchip.
So I'm like, so why in the movies is Alfred trying to ruin the movie for all of us?
That's the movie thing, you know that. You need a love interest.
They need to stop it.
Yeah,
They
they
need to stop it.
they
I'm tired
can't.
of it. I hope this next Batman is coming out. Alfred's not like this. I hope he's not like this.
There's a Catwoman in it. Is
Yeah,
Alfred in
so-
this one?
Catwoman's not going to settle down. It'll be okay.
Yeah. We'll see. I
I'll
am
prove the
interested
Catwoman,
though.
Okay.
I am interested though. Ryan does like Batman. Like, we just came back from Hobby Lobby before we came home. Bought more
That's right.
Batman stuff.
I like Batman too, but I haven't seen the new Batman yet.
Like his war is gonna be like Batman's. There's nothing else on this war except Batman and the Mandalorian
I'm a
Light
Batman
Knight.
fan too. That's why I'm so critical of all the Batman movies.
Yeah.
If you kind of like Batman, you like Nolan stuff. If you really, really love Batman, you're going to be critical of Nolan stuff. And everybody else.
No, let's see. I really like this one. I like the Lone One stuff. But then I like Christian Bale. That could hinder my thoughts on my.
No, actually, but no, I'm not saying Nolan's bad. I'm just saying I'm critical of it. I noticed when it came out, remember, people get all mad when somebody criticized it. I thought, if you can't criticize, you're never going to get a better movie.
Yeah.
Right?
This one is still good. Can I criticize this one? I mean, I could criticize the technicality and stuff.
As geeks, it is our God-given right to criticize
it.
superhero movies.
Yes. You know what? This movie, I didn't even realize it's 126 minutes. I thought it was an hour 30.
Oh, yeah, this was a long movie. It's 2 hours.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I felt like it was 2 hours.
Oh, you did? Oh, because
Yeah.
those scenes that you were talking about, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, why did they have to show Vicky Vale trying to turn him into an honest man?
Oh, because you didn't like the love thing. You like the Batman. Like, this Batman movie would be fine without Vicky Vale.
Let me put it this way. Love.
It's love. Yeah, it's love.
Yeah, that's the problem. You meet a woman, your superheroes are days over. I know this. Well, not because I was a superhero, but I know you got friends.
You know what? It's really funny. Just based on what you said, right? This one has a love interest. Batman Return has a love interest. Batman Forever has a love interest. Batman and Robin doesn't really. I know there's supermodels in it, like Elva Pearson, but she's not that big part of a movie. The other thing is Poison Ivy.
I think you just got something.
So, in your opinion, Batman and Robin should be the best. But it's not.
It doesn't. That's like the worst.
I saw this with my sister, and it's like, this is the most terrible Batman movie I've ever seen in my life. And it has Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You know the sad thing about that? I thought that movie was going to be the best.
Why is that?
Because Bob Kane wanted that Batman. He thought,
Clooney.
Yeah. Don't want to say his name. Yeah. That Clooney would be the best Batman. And I thought,
well, Clooney's the only one that's matches the height, right? Like 6'1", 6'2". No, Batman is 6'2", right?
Affleck would be Batman.
Oh, Batman, that's right, because Affleck is over 6'.
But we're not talking about. But I'm like, if I was to see Affleck would beat the crap out of everybody who's ever played Batman.
Oh, like
think about it. If let's just put it this way: we got all the actors that have been Batman. Put them in a room together and say whoever comes out of this room alive, it's going to be Batman.
Oh, I would say Bale.
Affleck would be walking out of that room.
I would say Bale.
I think Affleck would wipe the floor with Bale.
You think so? Just fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yep.
Is Adam West in all this? And what about that first actor, Vincent, whatever? Are you just talking about movies?
Okay, all those guys are going to be dead.
Okay.
Well, come on, you really think that Christian Bale from, where is he from, England? Where is he from in England?
Oh, he's not from England. He's from Wales, right?
That's English.
See, there you go. You just get hatred of English people. That's why. Because
Affleck
Affleck is American.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, Affleck's from Boston. I think that's the only reason he's going to be there.
Oh, you base it on that. Okay, I got you. I thought you meant, okay.
That.
From Boston.
Yeah, he's from Boston. He's going to beat the crap out of it.
Okay, on that note, I can agree with you a little bit. But, yeah, all right.
Yeah. I mean, come on. If we were to give all the training that all their characters have, maybe it would be close between.
Is it 5 Batmans? Is it Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney, Bale, and Ben Affleck? Just 5 right now.
From the modern.
Yeah, modern. And then, what's his name? Robert Pattinson? Is that his name? Pattinson or Patterson?
Hey, we don't care. We're moving back to the movie now.
Okay, going back to the movie.
Because I don't like that. I don't want to talk about that.
All right. Oh, okay. Not yet. At least not yet. Let's talk about 1989 Batman.
Let me put it this: Robert Pattinson is my Affleck.
Ooh, okay.
Well, yeah. Remember whenever we got mad when they said Affleck? Remember?
Oh, yes. Oh, I was one of those too. Then I saw Gone Girl, and I'm like, yo, yeah, Batman.
Affleck. Actually, kind of one of those too. Yeah. But then I decided after he puts the suit on, it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell, yeah. Because I you know what? Because I never seen Robert Pattinson in anything, and people are just judging it by Twilight. That's really it. I'm like, I never seen Twilight.
But anyways, they meet Alfred. Alfred tells some stories.
Yes.
They go upstairs. There's actually a scene showing where she's drunk and he's not.
Oh, that's right.
She knows he's not drunk because she even asked him. He goes, "One drink and I'm flying." She goes, "Why are you afraid of flying?" Because basically she's saying, "Why are you afraid of drinking?"
Yeah.
And of course, and when she wakes up, he's hanging upside down. And she's thinking,
yeah.
I just fell asleep at a psycho's house.
That was actually Michael Keaton's idea, like him hanging, like sleeping like a bat. I thought he was exercising.
He was exercising.
No, they said he was sleeping. Like Keaton said, instead he can't sleep in a bed, right? So he think Bruce Wayne's character should sleep like a bat. I'm like, what the heck is this guy?
No, that's nuts.
That is nuts. I just found that out today. I thought when I was a kid, like, he can't sleep. He's exercising.
I'm glad I just found that out today too.
Yeah.
Because after being the Vulture and he was so good at it, I'm gonna forgive that.
Yeah, I'm gonna forgive that. Yes.
Because this is nuts. Yeah, this is just nuts.
There's 2 other movies that Keaton has coming out that I want to see. One with Maggie Q and Samuel L. Jackson, Protege. It's called The Protege.
I did see that.
And one about 9/11. It's gonna come out in a couple of weeks in September.
I didn't hear about that one. But
I just saw that earlier. Yeah, The Protege.
And I was like, what? What is this?
Yep. So I want to see that. And
okay.
It's Michael
Well,
Keaton.
we go back to this doctor's office scene with rundown docs, I guess. We see the doctor scene and we see this German doctor, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. The plastic surgeon guy.
Yeah. He's fixing the face of somebody who's all bandaged up. Turns out we know who it is.
Yep.
Because you see the hand come down. Well, he takes the bandage off. He keeps trying to explain to him I couldn't fix the damage. There's too much nerve damage. But anyhow, Joe gives him the mirror. Looks at the mirror and then he slams that mirror down and starts laughing and he slings that light bulb and busts it. We don't ever see his face.
No, that was really creepy. That's very darkling-ish.
But he's already laughing.
He's already laughing. Yeah.
And then the next thing is Grissom's office. Wait. Did he look at the mirror?
No, you can see that he did look at the mirror, but we don't know what he's seen.
Okay, because in the comic book version of it, he looked at the mirror.
Oh no, they don't show it in the comic book.
I'm like, that's what I was thinking.
They keep that suspense going because that way it brings up the Grisham scene so much better.
Yeah.
Because he goes and kills Grisham.
Exactly, because we don't see his face until he gets in Grissom's office. No. Remember? Grisham's sitting in the office, he thinks it's his girlfriend. And instead, he's like, hey, is that you, Honey Bumps?
He's like, yeah, it's me. No, Sugar Bumps.
Yeah, Sugar Bumps.
I'm more than Sugar Bumps. And you know what's really funny? The way that he shot him, right? I remember doing that on the Duck Hunt game. Because he does the pow, and he goes over his leg, and he's
what
like...
What you're telling me is you play Nintendo like the Joker.
I sure did with Duck Hunt. That's the only thing that I can do that on. You can't do that on Super Mario. Like, ooh, like, what is that?
Yeah, you got a point there.
Like, I had never seen anything like that before. Like, he jumps out, right? It's pretty psychotic if you think about it. The way that he shoots him and he dances with that stuff.
Well, yeah, it's just so he's crazy.
Yes, he's definitely crazy.
Jack, but unless he knows, he goes, is that you, Jack? He goes, no. Jack's dead.
Oh, yes.
He's the Joker.
The Joker. That's when he reveals the face.
Yeah, he reveals the
that's why
face.
They didn't show the mirror thing. Yeah, like...
Of course, Grissom's like, oh, crap. And he shoots that guy. Well, he actually begs to try to fix things. But
yes.
No, he shoots him. You can see him. I like it when he falls down dead and there's blood all over the paper. But you can also see the bullet holes in the window behind him.
Yes. But like, look, there's some blood, but like, it's not as bloody as it could be, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty bloody. Because I like it when he sits down at the desk and then he wipes the newspaper.
So, yeah.
Winged freak terrorizes Gotham City.
Yeah, winged freak terrorizes.
And he's like talking to me. He's like, wait till they get a load of news.
Yes, because that was the way that he wanted to get all the press, but they keep showing. Which
actually was the most iconic line I think from that movie.
Yeah, when trying to get a load of
because every time a movie comes out, Jack Nicholson, somebody quotes one of his lines.
Yeah,
like you can't handle the truth.
Yes.
This one's wait till they get.
He's like, here's Johnny.
Yeah, here's Johnny.
Yeah.
So here's his new one. Was wait till they get a load of me.
Yes, yeah. Jack Nicholson had that. You know the way that he smiles in the movie. Have you ever seen that clip that they asked Leo DiCaprio to do an impression of Jack Nicholson, and then Leo DiCaprio looks down, right? Then he smiles like the Joker. Oh my God! Because the way that he does that, right? The wrinkles on his head and his face, he looks like Jack Nicholson, just like he does. No, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's just like a maybe 5-second clip. When you look at Leo, it's like...
So what you're telling me is maybe Leo should have been in a Batman movie.
Ooh, Leo is very good.
Leo is very good.
Leo is very good. He could probably play the Batman and the Joker at the same time.
Maybe when he gets older. Maybe when he gets older, he's going to be in it.
I know. I'm really interested to see what Leo's going to play as he get into his 50s and 60s. Maybe he'll be a Leslie Nielsen. We don't know. We don't know. Or like Robert De Niro did the comedy thing when he's older, but he still does serious stuff. But because those actors are good, they can do anything.
But I think Leo's bigger than a lot of these guys.
Oh, I think Leo's good. He's always good at a young age, just like Nicholson.
Yeah, he's bigger. He's a bigger star.
It's like Nicholson. Nicholson has been a great actor since the 60s, since he was in his 30s. So, just like Leo.
Since he got his head beat in Easy Rider. I think it was like one of his first movies.
I never seen Easy Rider.
Oh yeah, well, he got his head smashed in Texas.
Oh.
I think it was Texas.
What is that?
Sleep alongside the road. Don't sleep alongside the road. That's all I got to say. But anyways, we forgot to say that when Vicky was leaving the house.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, yes. Because Bruce said I'm going to be out on business.
Yeah, Bruce is like, I'm going to be out of town, and of course she tells Alfred, "Hey, I'll see you when you get back." Alfred's like, "We're not going anywhere."
Yeah, but I think of it like maybe Alfred's not going anywhere. It's not like Bruce takes Alfred everywhere, you know.
She's already suspicious. The guy was sleeping upside down.
Yeah, upside down, and then she becomes a stalker just to see where the hell he's going.
Well, of course, she wants to get information on him. She tries to get a file on him. And of course, Knox is like, "Hey, I have to go look for the files, okay?"
Yeah.
Because the file they have has nothing in the file. And of course, so she goes and finds Bruce Wayne, and she is a stalker, like you said.
Yep.
He's got 2 roses, lays them down in the alley. Actually, the alley didn't look like an alley to me.
No, it's not an alley, right? It was a movie theater, wasn't it? He lays it by the movie theater.
No, I think it's supposed to be an alley. It's supposed to be an alley. In the comic books, it's supposed to be an alley. It's supposed to be actually called Crime Alley.
Oh, okay.
That is where his parents were killed, in an alley called Crime Alley.
Oh, okay.
I don't think if I was walking, I would go through it. And it may have been named after his parents.
I live in New York. I didn't even want to go to the alley where my apartment is at, okay? my cousin's house, next to the house, like, it might be this wide. Like, this is his house, or my aunt's house against the next house. And I didn't even want to go through that. Because it's dark, it's really dark. But then
I wouldn't want to go to the alleyway either. A lot of crap happens. I mean, even Spider-Man got his backpack stolen in the alleyway.
Oh, yeah.
He's Spider-Man.
He's stuck into the trash can. Like, oh, great.
Yeah, try to get dressed in the alleyway. That's what Superman gets dressed in the phone booth.
In the phone booth, yes.
I don't know where he gets dressed now because there's no such thing as phone booth. But...
Oh, yes. Oh. Okay, so let's get back. So she turned to Crazy Stalker Lady, yes. Yeah, and she want to find out more about him.
Of course, they have another thing going on at the city hall, which the city hall looks crazy. It looks like a.
Well, that was the daytime scene I told you about. That was the rainy day daytime scene.
But it's still a dreary, crappy day.
Wait, before we go to that scene, it's because before we get to that, it was when the Joker met with all the other crime bosses.
Oh yeah.
He held a meeting to tell them like, hey. Christian want me to get you guys together tonight. You know that I'm running things now. You
got to remember his face is painted. His face is dyed white, but he painted it with skin color.
Yeah, I know.
Which he said that they're like, what's with that stupid grin on your face? Like, he's like, life has been good to me.
Yeah, life's been good to me. I love that line. I remember that since as a kid. I still remember today. Like, what's that?
You know, he never. You see it. You kind of darkens on face, and you can always see a smile, and it never goes away.
It is so creepy. The line is so creepy. Like,
Grissom's away on business, and I'm in charge.
Yes.
And of course, that one guy at the end of the table, and he goes, what if I say no? And he goes, well, we'll just shake hands, and you could be on your merry.
No harm done. Yeah. I like. And he had that like electrical shocker, and it kills him.
That real shock.
And I like when. I love that part when Jack Nicholson, like, he's dancing like, there'll be a hot time. That's so creepy. It's so psychotic.
Yeah, and the guy's just burning up.
Catch you on fire.
Yeah, then of course he's just a crispy skull.
And I like that everybody's cool, right? No one's like, dude, this is a terrible smell.
Yeah. Well, of course, then he runs everybody out of the room. But you notice, everybody, you're right. Everybody just sat there and looking.
Yeah, just looking, right? And then when they left, it's also very creepy when Joker talks to that burnt corpse, right? And he's like, I always liked you, man. But what do you think we should do with this situation? Like, kill him now?
You're such a sick man. I like it grabs his collar.
Yeah. I'm glad. That's why I'm glad you're dead.
Yeah, I'm glad you're dead.
I was 9 at the time, so if I spoke English, right, like, dude, this is creepy as heck.
What did you say when you saw this?
Because, I couldn't believe it. Because I didn't know what's going on, right? Because I didn't really understand, but, I didn't even know that he planned to kill all the other crime bosses at that time. Yeah, it wasn't until I watched it again that, when I learned English, then I'm like, oh, this movie is actually very good.
Okay.
Oh, so the movie was good, too.
You were sitting there going, maybe I should go back to Hong Kong.
Oh, no, I like American cinema before I came to this country.
Yeah, I forgot. Schwarzenegger
and Back to the Future.
And Back to the Future.
Stallone, Global Cop. Yeah, a lot of action movie. So to me, this is an action movie.
So you watched Back to the Future in Cantonese?
Nope. It's dupe.
Oh,
No, it's not dupe. It's they still spoke English, but it's subtitle.
okay.
So I've been reading subtitle movies since like 5.
Okay, so they didn't. Okay, cool.
So I watched Rambo, I watched James Bond, all in English, except they had subtitles.
Subtitles. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they're dubbing it like. Cause I almost can't do dub movies.
I don't think I ever watched an American dub movie.
Yeah, I know a lot of American movies are dubbed now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is now, but like
And I'm
no.
like, what? I can't do it. I would do subtitles, especially if I watch like a foreign movie.
Yeah.
I'd rather see.
That's why subtitles never bother me when I watch it. Like when Heather.
Well, that's the same thing. If I watch a foreign movie,
Yeah,
I'd rather them speaking their language and then just subtitle.
Yes, I really want them to speak
I hate
their
when
language.
they try to dub some English voice.
Oh,
It doesn't
I know.
sound right.
Yeah, it's like everybody's like, what's it? The Hunt for Red October example. Like they move the camera in, they zoom out, everybody speaks English. Like
Yeah, it should be.
what?
That's the way everything should be. But
Yeah, but like,
we don't have a universal translator yet.
That's how it should be. You know, when I saw that scene, right? And I'm thinking, like, even when I was like, what I was probably 12 or 13, Hunt for Red October, and I'm thinking, like, really? They chose this was the best idea.
I actually thought it was an awesome idea.
No, I still think that this day, like, they just zoom in and zoom out, like, oh, that's why they zoom in and zoom out, and then everybody spoke English.
Well, it's like in the comic book, you know, when it's a foreign language, they just put an asterisk or something, and it says.
Oh, in dialect,
this
yeah.
language. Yeah, and then they put the little things of it. I'm like, this is awesome. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, it's just always weird now to me. Like, oh, I guess everybody in space speaks English.
But the thing is, now we go back to Bruce Wayne walking up into the
yes, to the city hall, right?
City Hall.
Yeah,
because City Hall's got these Gothic statues. It looks like the front porch of Edward Scissorhands' house.
Yes.
But of course, they come out, and I guess what did they say?
They ask crime bosses about like
the crime bosses come out, and
yeah,
one of the big crime boss we saw has decided that he's going to run Grissom stuff, and Grissom somehow signed everything over to him.
Yeah, it's just how convenient.
Bruce Wayne's standing there watching. There's a whole bunch of people walking, and you see these mines.
Oh, that was crazy at the time to me too. Like these mines just come up, like pat the little kid on the head.
Hey, this is the way henchmen should be.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's the neat thing. He still has henchmen in this movie.
He does. I pointed out that.
Well, think about it. Most superhero movies don't have henchmen anymore.
No, they don't. Everybody work by themselves. Like this one and Batman Forever for Tommy Lee Jones.
But they've always had henchmen. In the comic books, he has Joker has henchmen.
Yes.
Because he's a crime boss.
Yes, he's a crime boss. So they have.
Of course, I like it. He shows up wearing his special makeup.
Yes, his special makeup.
Suit. And I like it when he walks up to him and he throws that pin.
Oh, I know. And it's like that with his pen.
It's your Uncle Bingo. Throws that thing right in that guy's neck.
Yep. And I like that there's no
cool
blood, nothing. Yes.
I love it.
It was really violent, but there's no blood or anything. He kills a dude with a pen like John Wick, you know?
Yeah. And of course, I like it because for once the pen is mine.
That's so corny.
That's a real saying.
Yeah, I know the pen is mighty to so, but like it's because the situation that it fitted with this thing, it is so corny.
Yeah, no,
so like something Stallone was saying Cobra.
Of course, you see the cops. You see the Gotham City cops. Which, by the way, the Gotham City cops are dressed awesome.
Yeah.
Because they got all that leather on and stuff. I'm like, dude, those guys look
like they look new, right? Like they haven't used this uniform, like.
Yeah, well, because there's no bullet holes in it. Because they start shooting the machine guns. They shoot all the.
They shot machine gun. I always remember when Bruce Wayne got shot. So I guess like his jacket is always bulletproof too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it goes through his sleeve.
It just goes through the sleeve. I saw that. Yeah, I thought it was just bounced off.
I think the bullets probably missed him.
Oh, okay. It's just lucky.
And of course, Vicky Vale's yelling at him to get down.
He walks like a beeline straight to the limo, right? And then Jack is like.
Yep, he walks up to the window and he just waves at him.
Because he realized that was Jack. Because he thought he was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, his face was like he looked like he's seen a ghost.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
He did see a ghost. Yeah,
he did see a ghost. He told Alfred. He just found out Jack was still alive. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Vicky Vale's trying to talk to him, but he just walks off.
You know what? We forgot to mention that before this. Jack was telling Bob to get a camera to follow that character Knox around because he doesn't like Batman getting all the press attention.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because he thought the scene that he caused here would put him in the headlines, and when he went home, the TV.
You see Bob keep popping out, taking pictures.
Yeah.
Because he takes pictures of Vicky Bell. And, of course, wasn't it? What was the scene that he was sitting around cutting all the pictures?
Oh, when he watched the news, right?
Yeah, I guess that's when he was doing it. Because remember, he's got that big old long fist. We're talking about Batman and fist hits it.
Where does this world get where a man just as a bad get ordered by press?
Yeah,
and then when Bob comes, the pictures are here.
Yeah,
then he looked through the pictures. Yep. This one, isn't that the same scene? Like, I'm looking through my can I call these comic book cards, or what are these collector's cards now?
Yeah, well, I know that after that, he cuts all his pictures out, and of course that's when he sees Vicky Bell's picture.
Yes.
And then he's like, "Oh, I'm in love," and he plays that "Beautiful Dreamer" song.
Yes.
It's kind of like a Disney. To me, it's kind of like a Disney song.
It's so weird.
He plays the song, and he's dancing around and cutting and gluing pictures to the floor.
What is he doing?
I mean, he's the Joker. He's supposed to be just crazy, okay?
Oh, we forgot when we forgot that after he killed Grisham, he sees Alicia. Alicia comes home, and then she fainted. Remember?
Yeah, I forgot that scene.
Yeah, because I guess Alicia at that point knew that Grisham was going to kill Jack.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she fainted from that or she fainted from seeing his face.
Yeah, because remember he's got that bright.
That white, yeah.
And all this stuff. He's sitting there with a drink. He's like, "Hey, honey, I'm home."
Yeah.
And she just kind of
falls on the floor. Yeah, he has that effect on people.
Well, it makes you wonder, did she tell?
Oh, that's the part. I don't know.
Because I think she's like, this is just not too much for me. But of course,
what if she's a slut too?
But I like.
She is, right? Like Grisham and Jack. Come on. And she wasn't even drunk.
There's only two guys.
There's only two guys that we know of. Eckhart could have been in there too. I don't know. This girl is weird.
I think there was nobody else because Grisham would have killed him.
Yeah, Grisham probably have killed him.
Yeah, Grisham would kill everybody.
Hey man, what you don't know, okay? What you don't know.
Yeah, well, what you don't know can't hurt you, but yeah, it does.
Yes. Oh, you know what? It's really funny when Joker asked Bob, like, who is this girl? Like, oh, it's Vicky Farrell, like a photographer or whatever. I heard that she's dating Bruce Wayne. How does he know that? Right?
Oh. Well, apparently it's big news. There's a lot of gossips in Gotham.
Oh, okay. So you cover it with that, okay? Because they only went out once, okay? And then apparently,
actually, we do know that if you watch enough Batman movies, you do know there is a gossip lady. It's in the fourth Batman film.
Oh,
which,
the
was
redhead,
Bob
yeah.
Kane's wife.
Oh, that was Bob Kane's wife, really?
That lady that does the gossip column. And Bruce Wayne is a socialite, so he's kind of a celebrity. So basically, we know who all the celebrities are supposedly dating.
Oh,
we know who Bruce Wayne is supposedly dating.
Okay, that makes sense now. I accept that. Okay.
Yeah, you got to think there's a whole lot of this movie that's just edited. It's on the editing room floor because Burton never filmed it.
Burton didn't like this movie.
He didn't?
No, he said it was boring. He didn't appreciate it until maybe just 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I liked it to this day.
I liked it.
I just recently watched it.
The second one is way better.
Oh, we gotta talk about that.
The second one, I think, is just way better. I think the pacing's better in the second one.
Yeah, this pacing.
I don't think this one's awful, but like I said, if you put this one up against the second one's going to run.
Batman Returns.
But hey, when the Flash comes out, we get this Batman again. So
I actually kind of want to see that, even though I never seen that show. I just want to see that episode.
I want to see it now.
That's still not out yet?
Do what?
That's still not out yet?
The Flash?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know when it comes out.
The movie? Probably next year.
Wait, it's in a movie?
Yeah, the Flash movie.
It's not the Flash TV show.
No, it's the Flash movie.
Oh!
Yeah, the Flash that we get to see in Justice League and all that?
It's that guy.
Flash. It's going to have Affleck in it, too.
Wow.
So we get to see Affleck as Batman again.
And Michael Keaton
as Batman. So basically, we're getting the Spider-Man movie from the DC.
But with the Flash.
Oh,
that's interesting.
If you don't like the Flash, it's not going to be a big deal because I guarantee you that nobody's going to remember the Flash is even in it because we're going to be too busy watching Batman.
Oh, that's messed up.
Hey, it's going to be like Superman versus Batman. I barely remember Superman was in it. I just know the only people I know who was in it was Lois Lane, Batman, Batman's mom.
And Gal Gadot. Oh, that's messed up. You remember Batman's mom. Superman's mom.
Yeah, just Superman's mom,
Martha!
Lois Lane, and Batman. And then there was some dude in there. I think it was Superman.
It looked like Superman turned bad before they woke him up. Yeah.
I remember Superman was in it. It was good. I actually liked that movie. So.
Superman vs. Batman. Yeah. No.
Yes.
Well, we talked about that before. It's way better than Justice League.
Yeah,
Batman vs. Like
everything is better. 66 Batman.
Yeah. I don't know yet. I never watched 66 Batman, so I'm about to.
Can I ask you this? Do you think Batman and Robin was better?
Oh, that's a tough question.
I'm gonna have to watch it again now.
I have to just to see watch it again. I don't know.
Here's the sad thing is, I actually watched Batman and Robin several times. I only watched Justice League once.
Oh, I only watched Justice League once. You know what's really messed up? I think I was recovering from cancer, right? So I was at home. I bought it.
Oh, that was a really good movie.
So I bought that, and I'm like, oh, this movie wasn't that good. And I was like in a terrible, situation.
Yeah, you're already not happy.
I was like, oh. So I had not seen it since like 2018.
So, hey, I can tell you this right now. It wasn't cancer. It made it suck. It really did suck.
It really did suck, yes.
Because I remember watching it.
I guess we have to watch the Snyder Cut.
We have to watch the Snyder Cut because everybody that's watched it told me it's better.
And it's really funny. Everyone that watched the Snyder Cut, right, that's seen Justice League, then they have this. Basically, we're watching a movie that I don't think it ever happened before. Like, hey, this movie was sucked so bad, right, that the original director, what? Like you give a second chance. Like the original director had to beg Warner Brothers to let him do it the way that he was gonna do it before they asked Josh Whedon. And then they finally said, okay.
Well, they're thinking Warner Brothers is like, we really, really need this money.
Yeah, we really do. So do what you can.
Give you a little bit more money. Fix it.
You know
what they're thinking?
What?
We really want to do a Batman movie again, and we would like to do another Superman movie, and we'd like to salvage the rest of our superheroes. So go ahead.
It's all over the place. Like they try to start something like, hey, let's forget it. Let's bring a new Batman in. I don't know. Like it's all messed up.
Problem is me. The DC's like they're throwing their superheroes out there like Marvel used to before they got a Disney deal. Remember when
before organization? Marvel, you mean?
yeah. Maybe when Marvel just let anybody take their characters and do whatever they wanted.
Oh, because they were bankrupt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel like DC's doing. They're just trying to drain all the money they can out of their characters. But hey, I hear that the new what's that? The Suicide Squad is good.
Oh, I was going to talk to you about that later offline. I saw that today.
Well, I just hear it. I hear people saying it's good, so
it
I have to check it out.
It should. I can tell you that. You know what? It reminds me of a little kid in the 80s watching an action movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Totally. Oh, I saw it. It's on HBO Max. Me and Heather watched it today.
You saw it already. Okay.
Yeah, I watched it today. I was going to talk to you about it offline.
Okay, well,
because we're talking about Batman. Yeah, oh yeah, it's good.
Well, let's get back to Batman because now that we see that they come out, they're talking about too much crime in their city. The news deal, the mayor's on the deal. I like it because you're at the TV studio.
Yes.
No, was it the crime yet?
No, it's not the TV studio. It's when I guess Jack went back to that. Jack went back to Nexus Chemicals, tell him to work on ship the stuff out. Ship them all. Are we on schedule? Yeah, we're on schedule. Just ship them all. Yep.
Ship them all.
Yeah, we didn't know what they were doing.
I can't remember if that was when the. No, yeah, okay. No, it was. Yeah, they had those two newscasters.
Yes.
And they're talking about two missing models, and they found them dead.
They found them dead. With
grotesque markings on them, and of course. This lady starts laughing. That lady just starts laughing. She falls over back in her chair, which is a neat thing. The news is called Action, like Action Comics.
Yes, Action. Action
she falls in the chair, and then she's got that
grin.
Look on her.
Yep.
Milex.
Which
actually was in a comic book. That was a plot in a comic book.
Oh, really? Love that Joker. And it's so funny, the two models.
Well, look at because then it changes, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. Of course, And he says, Joker here.
Yeah, Joker here, like, oh, they've been using brand X. I love the commercial.
I like it when he gets that guy. He goes, look at this guy. He's got the guy all wrapped up. I forgot what he says.
This actually pretty smart back in the day when he's like, hey.
He goes, oh, I like it. He goes, oh, he's not happy. That's because he's probably been using the other brand.
Brand X.
The brand X.
And I like the, like, I know you guys are asking yourself, like, where can I get these products? Chances are you bought them already. Like, that is so creepy.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, he's got everybody poisoned, so.
Oh, I know, because he's just a chemical engineer.
Yeah. Well, he's got a chemical engineer working for him.
I know.
He didn't have to do much. I'm thinking he's probably thinking, this crap that I fell in, just drink it.
Yeah. And I like, I mean, when I was young, I didn't see the connection. It wasn't until I was older to realize the beauty products, right? You know?
Well, yeah, it's like a lot of things.
It's a combination.
Life.
Yeah.
It's a combination. It's like nowadays, things that cause cancer. It's if you use so many certain things together.
Yep.
It forms another chemical. It's like people overdosing sometimes on alcohol.
Multiple stuff.
Medicine. Yeah. It's the things combined together is what kills you. So basically, you build an Ultron in your body and you die. Well, I meant Voltron. Voltron.
Voltron, yes. I thought you said Ultron the first time. I was like, what? But it works too.
Because remember, this is what the guy says. Remember, it's Ultron. No, I think you're being Voltron.
Yeah. Yes, Voltron. It works too. I like that because, you know, it's really funny. After they can't, like, the people kind of figure out they don't know what the combination is. Like the news lady, right? You could tell her hair is all messed up. She
even that guy. It's funny because they must have added stuff because, you know, he had like a mole you didn't ever see. Yeah. He had all the stuff that you didn't see.
They look so bad, like, because they didn't have makeup on.
Makeup is not that good. But they're added stuff to their face to make them look worse than you can actually.
They look really worse, yeah. Like they're trying to lay off the stuff.
That was a Burton thing right there, you know.
Yes.
Because it's kind of like a joke.
Oh yes.
The newscasters are actually way uglier.
Yeah, way uglier than they look as if they have makeup on. Maybe they did that on purpose. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they did do that on purpose. Because like I said, the guy. It was normal, and then when he had moles and stuff.
Yeah,
you know they added them because they stuck out real far. I was like, no way their makeup would ever cover that.
That's funny.
So the next thing is what is it? They're at the museum.
Because like the date thing, because Joker was trying to get Vicky Vale out on a date.
Well, yeah, he gets a date. Yeah, so she shows up at which is actually because it's like the Guggenheim. It's called the Flugelheim.
Yeah, Flugelheim. I did like how they tied Batman to that scene too when Alfred called. Oh no, Vicky trying to leave a message for Bruce and Alfred picks up.
We haven't seen Batman at all.
Yeah, for a while, and he's like, "Oh, Mr. Wayne, Miss Bell, like to let you know that she will be late at the museum." Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. I'm not meeting her today. And I thought that was weird. Yeah, that was really good.
That was good.
And this is the first part where the Joker dances throughout the whole scene.
Yeah, well, the new thing is, because she's been sitting there waiting.
For a long time.
And finally, this present comes up.
With a gas mask.
Opens up, it's a mask. It says, "Put this on now," written in crayon.
Yeah.
Of course, as soon as she sees all that gas coming, and everybody just starts
fainting,
with the mask on. And then, of course, boom, the doors open.
Yeah.
It's like, gentlemen, let's broaden her horizons. So, of course, you got that big giant guy with the boom box. Remember when people used to carry boom boxes around?
I sure do.
People don't do that really anymore.
You don't need to. You got like these little Bluetooth speakers that produce more power than that big old thing.
Exactly. And you just carry them on your belt.
Yeah. It'll be weird to like who buys boom boxes now? Who?
People
I bought a CD player when I moved here.
Live in alleyways.
Yeah, I guess. Just to like, I don't know how anything that you listen to my CDs.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. They only have cassettes in a boombox.
Yeah, I don't have any cassettes. I have a Walkman, but I don't have any cassettes.
Right. Well, you can't be the Joker no more.
And this is the first time we hear
Prince
song.
That'd be something else. Somebody comes to the Comic-Con dressed like that Joker with a guy with a boombox.
Oh, that would be kind of funny. Not funny, like awesome. That would be awesome. Like, oh, that would be kind of cool.
So awesome. As soon as like the doors open up, you know,
it's super old school.
First of all, you got Darth Vader walks in with all the stormtroopers.
We saw that in Irving, yeah.
Yeah, and then somebody behind him opens the door, and here comes somebody's Joker with several henchmen, and just starts playing Party Man.
Yes, That's the first one that we heard Prince's song in, right?
Yes. That's the first one I can remember.
Yeah, because that's nothing like that was the first one they danced to.
A lot of Prince's songs. Okay, he made. I can't remember how many songs come on this album. Most of them come in the credits, but you can hear some of the songs in the background.
In the background, probably in the party scene too.
And I kind of think when the movie starts off, I think there was a song of his in the background, coming like a car's radio or something you can't hear.
Oh, that's right. It's just part of the ambient
there's been
noise.
other scenes where they're out on the street and you can hear his music coming out like a car radio.
Oh, okay. But this is the one that you could you really tell.
This was the main song.
Yes.
Yeah, because actually they're going to make Prince do the soundtrack, all of the soundtrack, and then of course they've got Elfman, and then Elfman and Prince didn't get along, and Prince got mad and did his own music. And anyways, it all worked out. Yeah. Even though I think they're both angry about the music still. Elfman is actually still angry about the music on this one because he said a lot of stuff got cut.
Oh, but you know what? The most iconic thing. What made it work? The Batman theme.
Yeah, but everything worked. To me, everything worked. This movie came together. I mean, there's probably only one scene they need to cut out.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there's two scenes. When Vicky Bell comes to the Batcave, who lets a woman in the Batcave?
Alfred.
I mean,
they make fun of that in Batman with Chance, but we'll get you that.
Like a man shows up at Supergirl's Quantum, whatever, Solar Masilis or whatever her place is. I don't know. I never watched Supergirl, but I'm sure she has a place that she goes where no men go. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And Wonder Woman has a whole island where men don't go. Every man wants to go, but no man can go.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You know what? So I really like Jack Nicholson in this scene, by the way.
Oh, yeah, because it's awesome because he's walking around.
And dancing.
It is a montage of him destroying art.
Yeah, destroying
Everybody's
art.
doing something. They're putting handprints and stuff. And
even his henchmen stands like the ballerina move.
Yeah, he does the ballerina and then he knocks the statue off.
Yes, they painted the Caesar's head with the Joker.
Yeah, they're painting all different colors. Of course, he sees George Washington. This is on a $1 bill, so they draw a green circle around it. And I like it. They're destroying everything. They're throwing buckets on it. And then when they get almost up the stairs, he sees this really dark painting.
Yes.
And Bob runs up there with that big giant knife. No!
I kind of like this. Leave it. Leave it.
And then he comes over there and he sees Vicky Bell. And he sits down. He goes, I think you can take that. I think you can take that off.
The big dude put the boombox down and plays romantic music.
Yeah. And he's like, huh. She's like, what did she say? Like, what
she
are
said
you?
She said I'm supposed to be meeting someone. He was supposed to be looking at my work. So Joker took the portfolio. Yeah. He's like, crap. Then he sees the walls. I'm like, oh, no, this one is good.
This is good. This is beautiful. Of course, I like it. She's like, I guess he tells her, I'm an artist too.
Yes.
Then of course.
Well, I wanted to find out that lighter thing because even as a kid, I wanted that lighter, to light up on a candle. The flamethrower, the temperature enhancer.
You know, he has a bunch of little gadgets and toys.
Yeah.
But mainly, that's what you'd find at a joke shop.
Oh, a Joker shop.
No, a joke shop.
Oh, joke shop. Okay, I said Joker
didn't you
shop.
ever order anything from the joke shop?
No.
You never got a whoopee cushion? You'd order it, John. I thought it was like John Smith Company or whatever.
I had never ordered anything like that.
Oh yeah, I had the X-ray glasses.
I see the ads in the comic books all the time.
Oh yeah, the buzzer. Oh yeah, there was a company that sold all this stuff. I always get that crap.
Oh, I never got that
stuff. It's a waste of my money.
Exactly.
Even the pepper gum. Do the pepper gum yourself because you didn't have nobody to give it to you. It's like crap.
You tried the pepper gum? It's like doing the whoopee cushion on yourself.
Yep. It's pitiful, but I like it. She goes like, ask him, "What do you want?" He goes, "I want my face on the $1 bill."
Yeah, $1 bill. Oh.
I like it because she goes, "Are you joking?" And he goes, "Do I look like I'm joking?"
Yeah, do I look like I'm joking?
Because I like it because deep down inside, I'm actually crying on the inside.
Yeah, I'm crying on. Well, then he says that later. He says that later at Vicky's apartment. Because Batman comes in.
Well, actually, no. What is it? Well, he goes, "I'm going to show you some of my art."
Oh, yes. Alicia comes in first.
He brings Alicia in. And she's like, "Hey,
her face."
Yeah, she's all she's like drunk.
Drunk or drug or something, yeah.
Of course, she's got a face, got a mask on. She takes the mask off. It's all gross. Yeah. And of course, then he tries to burn Vicky Bell's face with his own acid. It comes out of that fire, remember? And she throws that pitcher of water in his face.
Oh yeah, and then he got all his makeup on. Oh, it's
Oh, yeah,
burning,
he
it's
screwed
burning.
and washed his makeup off. Oh,
That was pretty creepy too, actually.
well, the best thing is how they did the makeup.
Yes, because it
You
looks
know,
like the
remember where he wipes his head and the
yeah.
makeup comes off, but actually he has white on his hand and he wipes the white on his hand.
Yeah.
And the same thing with when they throw it on his face, they put the white on him.
Yeah.
It's actually smart because it does it backwards. Because they do
Yeah.
they do a lot of tricks where they do the film backwards too.
Yeah, I noticed
when the Batmobile stops, it's actually the Batmobile backing up.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
so they could do the
That's
instant
why it
stop.
looks like it stops like
Yeah.
it does. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're moving it back. You can even kind of see it.
The last time I saw that was Robert Rodriguez movie, Planet Terror.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did the backwards thing. Yeah,
Well,
so
it's
that
a
way it
trick
could
a lot.
stop exactly where they wanted to.
It's a trick a lot of people use.
Yeah.
But then of course Batman crashes through the roof.
Yes, Batman crash. He
This
lets you
is
crash
when
through the roof.
way back then. This is when the movie finally gets going.
Yes.
It took so long for this movie to finally get going. Of course, he falls in, and of course, I like it. He goes, "Oh man, I love his entrance."
Yes, I love his
all he
entrance.
does, jumps down, grabs Vicky, shoots that little thing out.
Well, he
and
shot
then
that thing like the gun like pointing at Joker's face, right? But he's shooting the wire
It
across.
turns and
I
shoots
thought
to
it
the
was
right.
so cool.
That was there makes you go, "I want to be Batman."
Yeah.
I'm like, when I was a kid, I wanted to be Superman. No, not anymore. This is
Yeah,
Batman.
because like when he rolled out like that those doors, and Joker's like, where does he get those wonderful toys?
Yeah. Of course, I like it. They jump off and they run out the door. But I like it because first thing he says, and then here's the thing about this, I like it. His voice.
Joker or
He
Batman?
does change his voice. He does. Michael Keaton does change his
Yeah,
voice a little,
just a little bit. Yes.
but not enough where you can't understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Actually, to me, he has the best Batman voice.
Yeah, it's just like hey, what are you doing over there? Not like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm Batman. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Are you the devil? Maybe it should be a 666 instead of like this crazy ass bat on your shirt. I don't know what's going on, man.
No bad signs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like it. He like it goes, get in the car.
Yeah,
What
get in the
car?
car.
Oh, that car.
That call.
Yeah, and then you see the Batmobile. Man,
That was the first time we saw the Batmobile. I still like that one a lot.
It's impressive, man.
It is.
It's such an impressive car.
It's. I almost bought that at Walmart today, like that little toy for like $8, $8.99. But the Batman's a little one, but the car looks so cool.
It is. It's such a cool car. It looks kind of like, reminds me of like a. It's like it's got like it's like a train almost.
Like a train and some kind of
A
jet. Yes.
Car and a bat. It's got the wings that's long.
Yes.
I mean, it's one of the best cars. Oh, I'm not gonna say it's the best because they have a lot of good Batmobiles.
And it's
But it
two-seater.
is one of the best.
This one is a two-seater.
This one is a two-seater. Well,
Like
most of these
Batman
cars have
Forever. Batman Forever
Yeah.
was one-seater. When Val Kilmer gets in, it was a one-seater.
I thought that was a two-seater car. No, that was a two-seater car.
Was it?
No, it's Batman and Robin. That Batmobile was one seat.
Oh.
And then I don't like that car that much. It looked cool, but one seat. No.
I can't remember the Batman and Robin Batmobile.
Now, so if I'm Batman, I gotta have a seat for the woman that I rescued. Right.
That's exactly what happened in this scene. They have a little chase scene, right? And it was the first time we saw the stop motion.
Yeah.
When he says shields, all that stuff comes up. I love that. I still love that to this day.
That's the first time we ever seen that where all the parts come out. Now
Yes.
we see it everywhere. I mean, if you watch a Marvel movie, that's all you see.
Yeah.
Even the armor, Boston Space movie. Remember the helmet?
Yes.
Which is actually the first time I saw a helmet like that in the movie.
Yeah, me too.
Now Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man's got all
The
that
new
stuff.
Iron Man's like that, yeah. The nanotech.
Well, apparently, because he watched he's a Batman fan.
He must be.
Why wouldn't he be?
Yeah, that was the coolest Batmobile with that self armor. I loved that as a kid. I still loved it today.
Yeah,
Because I still haven't seen anything like
I remember they sold
do
a
that.
model kit, and you had to
You could
send
put that
off
stuff.
and it was just a shell you'd stick over the top.
Oh.
I was like, lame, but it looked cool.
It looked cool, you know, if you could matte painted it a little bit.
Sadly, I didn't get that. I didn't actually ever buy the model kit. I think I had the model kit I got from somebody. But it's busted up. I need to fix it.
Oh, man.
But of course, yeah, they had the chase scene. Of course, they stop, they get out, and they go running down the street to fight a bunch of people.
Yeah, and then they did the alleyway again.
Yeah, of course, he does another shoot up, and asks her weight, and it goes all the way up.
And it
He can't
stops,
make
yeah.
it. He falls and hits the ground.
You're like, you don't weigh
And all those
105.
guys come up and shoot him in the chest, remember? And then they're like, this guy's not real. He's not human. And then, of course, they almost raise his mask up.
Yes. And she took pictures.
And he wakes up and just starts beating the crap out of him.
Yeah, they start fighting in a scene like this, yes.
Yeah. And then, of course, he gets her back down. And, of course, you got that guy. Remember that guy jumps over the fence? This is like the second guy like that on Joker's team. Where he's yelling and screaming and jumps over the fence. Yeah.
He has the knives, yeah.
And then just kicks him and punches him in the face. And he flips over backwards and falls down again.
Yes. I like that. Like,
yeah.
These are the video game moments.
But that is the thing, that the movie is pretty good in a way, but we don't realize until now that he doesn't do a lot of fighting.
No.
Scene. You know, like Christian Bale does a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
But again, his bat suit's made for it. But I still don't like the bat helmet.
Oh, okay, bad helmet. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, come on, they gotta work on it. Yeah, Christian Bale's fighting scenes were the best.
Yes. It's more modern this way.
Yeah, it's more modern. Well, Keaton couldn't move in that suit.
No, he can't. Yeah, he can't. Yeah, because like
they didn't want to show the audience. Yeah, and they didn't really want to show the audience he couldn't move.
Yeah, it's just limited movements. You know, you can't even do this.
But at the time, it worked.
Oh, I liked it.
I mean, even after watching it this time, it's not like you ever really realize he's not fighting. It seemed like he fought the whole movie.
Yeah, he did. He fought all the henchmen here. He fought all the henchmen at the bell tower.
I think most of it is you think he did more fighting.
Yeah.
You know? Your imagination carries you more in this movie. You assume more. But
it's kind of like the Star Wars movie. They didn't have a lot of lightsaber battles as cool as like modern day.
You think they did.
Yeah.
It's true. You think they did.
It's just in my imagination.
Yep. Yeah, we thought there was huge fights, but now we watch it again. It's like, what?
Yeah, this is super lame.
So they jump in the Batmobile, fly down the road. Of course, she's trying to look up at his face.
Yeah.
Here's the new thing I noticed when he's driving, she's looking at his face, but you can see his face.
Yeah.
I think that's why Val Kilmer got the role for the next Batman.
What do you mean?
Their face looks almost the same.
Oh.
If you look real closer, he could easily have been Val Kilmer sitting there.
Oh.
So the way is from the jaw
face
down,
structure, yeah. He
looks like Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Oh, I never noticed that.
I noticed that. I was like, man, that could be Val Kilmer. And of course, he shines a light in her face.
Yeah. I like they had the light install.
In his comic book version of it, she can't see out the windows because he says it's polarized, and she can't see out the windows. That's fine. But anyways, they go right through the wall.
Yeah, they go drive right through the wall, yeah. And
which is actually from, I would say that's more like the Batman 1966.
Oh, it is, right?
Remember they always come out of the cave in the little car?
Yes.
But he always had a bat cave with a car that goes in it. But yeah, she thinks she goes right through the deal. And the bat cave in this movie is awesome.
Yes. It's an actual cave.
Because it makes me, there's this one thing in the bat cave that I want, and I want it even today, but I probably never going to get it.
What is it?
When you drive your car in there, and you got that turntable.
Oh, that turntable. So
and it spins your car back around so you can drive
Some rich people have that at their house now. I've seen it.
I want one.
Yeah, it just turns the car around. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I could back up, but why?
Yeah, but why? Like, I have this technology here. This is 2000. This is the 2021. Okay, this is not.
Yeah, but the thing is, Batman, he actually has a reason, because if you notice, she almost falls off the edge. It sits on the edge. You can't turn your car around.
It's like that scene in Star Wars, right, where they shoot that giant death laser without a rail. Like, what are these two people just standing there?
It's like that. I mean, that's where Darth Vader got.
We don't need rails in the future, okay?
We don't need rails. Batman most definitely don't need any rails.
Yes.
But I love the way that Batcave looks.
You know what this scene remind me of in Batman Begins? When he takes Katie Holmes in the Batcave to do the same thing. To give this to the press. Let them know this is the chemical, the stuff.
And that's the thing. Batman keeps taking these people to the Batcave. You don't need to.
I mean, like, it's not like you can mail the package, right? It'll be too late. You need that. And then what really works is Vicky Vale is a reporter or a photographer, I guess. Yeah, she works for the newspaper.
Yeah, she kind of just showed up.
Yeah. And I like that part, like, after he tells her, like, she keeps trying to look at him, and he keeps standing in the darkness, get out of the light, and, like, he gives her the stuff, and he's like, is that it? Oh, there's one more thing. Then he put the cake thing.
Yeah.
I felt like, oh, what the heck just happened?
The next scene is her waking up.
Yeah, her waking up, and he's like, oh, he took the film. Yep. Yeah, he did.
She wakes up in her apartment.
I always wonder about those scenes, right? They kind of touch on that on the Christopher Nolan Batman. Like, how did Vicky get home? And then they show Alfred carrying this body into their car. I thought that was so funny. Like, Alfred does all that stuff.
Did you know that popped in my head? That scene popped in my head when I saw this.
Oh, really?
Last time I watched it, a few days ago, that popped in my head that somebody had to carry.
Yeah. Someone had to carry it to the car.
Paid somebody to carry it.
Like, all these servants, like, why are we carrying unconscious people out of this house? What is going on here?
Yeah. Because it's going to be noticeable.
It is very noticeable. I guess in a mansion, with just two dudes in a mansion, you might never know.
But of course, she wakes up, knocks, calls, and she's got the note. And she's like, hey, could we make a...
The evening press, yeah.
And of course, then we go to the newscasters, and they're telling you what not to use. So
yes, that was really good.
It actually saved the people.
Yep.
Of course, the paper comes out with Batman saves the town.
Yes.
Of course, the Joker's like that. I think that's when the Joker actually punches the screen.
Was it really?
No, I know. Because there's one where he shoots the screen.
Oh, yeah, that's probably when he shoots it. Yeah, the punches the screen came earlier.
I think he punched the screen.
Yeah, but you know what? He just doesn't like TVs. Okay.
Yeah, he don't like TV. And of course, then we go back to Vicky Bell at her apartment and Knox.
When does Knox come out? When Knox, I think it's later, right?
Yeah, it's after this when they meet again. Yeah, for the deal. But of course, she's at her apartment, and here comes Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
I must apologize. This is a scene I don't really like because there's a scene where he sits down. He's like, "Hey, I gotta tell you something." She's like, "Hey, Bruce, it's okay. You can tell me." I'm like, I'm
Batman.
Gracious. Just get it. Either don't tell her or just get it out. I mean, come on. Why ruin it?
That was when Alfred was telling her.
But she's all mad at him. She'll get over it, okay? Buy her some flowers.
Buy her a mansion. She'll always get over that stuff.
Car. Well, buy her a car because we saw the car she drives.
Yes. Yeah. It's really crappy.
Yeah, I think it was a Chevy Citation.
Yes. And this is the first time Bruce Wayne sees the Joker. And he tells him, like, I know who you are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because the knock at the door, so she thinks he's in the room, and of course, Joker's all mad at her. Yeah. Hey, I don't know why somebody keeps interrupting us and stuff.
Yes.
Of course, he looks over there and he goes, "Oh, another rooster in the hen house."
Yes, it was in the hen house.
Of course, yeah, I like it. That's when Bruce kind of I didn't understand Bruce's thing in this story though.
I think he was just trying to get him riled up so he knows that he can get shot, right? Because he got that metal plate to put on his chest.
Or he just wanted to see if he was really who he thinks he is.
Ooh, I never looked at it that way.
Because he did grab the pan. We saw him grab the pan. And then, of course, he goes up there. I know this guy named Jack. And I think that's what he was doing. Maybe he was just trying to
get him riled up?
If he was Jack Napier.
Ah.
Because you remember, he goes, "Oh, I know this guy. It's real crazy.
I like him already."
Nut, kind of. And he's like, "I like him already."
Yeah. And that's why, when he hits that ash poker, right? And he hits that vase on a thing.
Well,
and that's why. Well, some kind of ceramic thing.
No, it was. I think it was what's her name's mask. Because remember?
Oh, that's right, Alicia's mask.
Yes. He goes, "Hey, I need to get another."
That's when Joker said like Alicia threw herself out the window.
Yep. It's just got like a little chip in the mask. Yeah. Like, it looks like he shot her in the face.
Yeah, you're right. And Bruce Wayne break that thing, and then
you want to get crazy.
And then Jack says that line that Bruce Wayne remembers.
Yeah, he goes, "I love that line. Dance with the devil in the
penguin light." Like what? Yes.
Yeah, he's like.
That's a famous line.
And of course, then he shoots him with that crappy little pistol.
Yeah. He's like, what? Yeah, it's just something I tell my prey before I kill him.
And then, of course, he shoots him, he goes down. And, of course, when Vicky tries to run over, he grabs her, pulls her over. Hey.
And then Joker gets like, why is it every time I come see you, right? Some maniac had you interrupt us.
Yeah, he goes like, "Yeah, I'm only crying on the inside."
Yes, I'm crying on the inside. I must be smiling on the outside.
He's just making all these weird noises, and he runs down the hallways, making a.
Yes.
I was like, it doesn't make any sense.
I like that. Like, I didn't make the connection when I was younger when he put that plate inside his chest, Because when Vicky went back to the fireplace, he was already gone.
Yeah, and she finds that plate with the bullet.
Yeah, that's why I saw it. Yeah, in the bullet thing in the kitchen. Yeah. And then when she went to open that box, that was creepy too. The big giant head with the flowers.
Because after all that crap that she went through, she walks over there and unwraps that pop and just. Because I remember the audience jumped.
Yeah, because it's really weird.
Yeah, because all the audience jumped, and she just passes out.
Oh.
And of course, then that's when she goes meets with Knox, and he has the file.
Yes, he's a file. Like he tells you, I think your friend.
To learn if you don't know anything about Batman.
Yeah, that's good because I didn't know anything about Batman.
Yeah, you learned his parents were murdered in the alleyway.
Yep.
And of course, at the same time they're showing this, it's Bruce Wayne remembering it too.
Yes, because he remember
what
he
said. The whole
said.
thing of his dad gets killed, his mom gets killed, the pearls fly up, and of course you got Jack Napier, young Jack Napier. You can even tell it's him.
And he was about to shoot him.
Yep, he puts a gun to him and asks him the same question.
Yep. That's pretty creepy.
Yeah, and then of course after that scene, he's like, "Hey Alfred, I know who killed my parents.
Yes.
You guys still alive." And then of course, Alfred's like, "Hey, I got a surprise for you. Here's Vicky Bell. I brought her down to your house." I'm like, Alfred is supposed to be the guy your trust is on.
It's a safety, yeah.
He brings somebody he thinks is going to be your girlfriend.
But then he before that, Bruce already told Alfred.
Sucked.
What?
He starts to show up. He's like, Alfred, he's going to break up with her.
But you know what's really funny? Like he told Alfred he was going to tell her that he's Batman. Yeah. Like Alfred is just getting in people's business. Okay, he just did it for him.
Well, she showed up to the house. She probably wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
He's like, well, you go in and see that this guy you like is a psycho. I work for him.
Bitches are crazy, you know. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, she stalks him and everything.
Of course, she tries to convince him that he shouldn't be Batman, blah, 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 but be normal. But of course, he's like, hey, I'm about to jump in this Batmobile, put the suit on, jump in that Batmobile, or I'm going to Axis Chemicals, and I'm going to shoot this place down.
Yeah, because, like, isn't that when they do the news story? Oh, yes, they have the news press, remember? With the mayor, what they were going to say, like, they're going to postpone the festivities.
Yeah, well, they're talking, of course, I like it when he pushes the screen over.
Oh, that was pretty cool. He's like, you know what's really weird? Before they do that, before he puts the screen, he said Joker here, and then, like, the politicians are looking to the, like, they're looking at him. But,
well,
like,
they're probably watching it on another monitor.
Yeah, I figured that, too, yeah.
So probably half the stations were him and half the stations were them.
Yes.
And then it's all the stations were them. And I like it when he goes, hey, I'm gonna, because, you know, they're cancel the birthday party now.
Yes, they're gonna cancel the birthday party.
He's like, I'm gonna pay for the birthday suit.
Yep.
He goes, I'm gonna be throwing out millions of dollars.
Yeah, $20 million.
He goes, who's really your friend, Batman or me?
Don't worry about me. I got plenty.
Yeah, I got plenty. I like it. He goes, we're gonna be in a wing.
Yeah.
Monto y mano. Me and the Batman in one quarter, and you know, I like that.
I like that challenge video. Yeah.
Yeah, he challenges you basically. So he tells everybody, come on out and get your money.
Yep.
Basically. Which we find out why.
Yes, I didn't understand why. Let's go straight to that because why would he want to kill these people? I don't understand.
Why not?
Oh, that's really good. That's Joker's thing. Yeah,
that's
why
the thing. That's what I don't like when they try to do the Joker. When they try to make the Joker, oh, I'm going to explain to you why the Joker's so bad.
Oh, he just does whatever.
The Joker is not supposed to ever be explained why he's so bad.
Yeah,
that's the way they wrote this character. He is not supposed to have that story. He's not a good. There's not a sad, you know, because like Thanos. Oh, this is why Thanos is so bad, or this is why the Vulture got bad. The Joker should never be like that.
It's just no explanation.
Straight up does stuff. Why?
Oh, they did that in the Dark Knight really well. Then they're like they don't know why.
Kills people. Exactly. That Joker was good because he had no reason. He just wanted to.
He just like So I love that line then. Like that some men just want to see the world burn.
Don't go, oh, because my dad
did something. Nothing. Yep.
And my mom did something. No, he's like
people always want to know why. Like no, there's no why. This is the way this guy is.
There's not a good side to the Joker.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, I'm tired of them trying to make the DC characters like that. I'm like, their villains, Batman's villains are cut dry. If you want to see a sob story, then go to Two-Face. or Poison Ivy. They all have their stories, but Joker doesn't. Of all the characters, all the other guys had this deal, but Joker does not. So I'm like, why ever make one? Makes it more interesting.
Yes. No, in this one they still didn't have it.
Because all villains have a sob story, and he's the only one that doesn't. And that's what I like.
Yeah. You know what? Even they show young Jack, he's just psychotic there already.
Yeah, and this one they almost kind of gave him a story, but he was nuts all the time.
No, he's not all the time. All they did was just give him a first and last name.
Yeah. But this one is cool. So, I mean, of course, he goes to Axis Chemical. Remember, you see the machine gun go across the door.
Yes.
And he busts down. He goes in there. And all the guys are trying to shoot us. And the armor shows up. Well, the armor shows up, and those little balls popped out.
Yeah.
Didn't you wonder what those were? Where they pop out? They pop out and fall on the ground.
No.
And it explodes. They're bombs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're both.
Yeah, but I love it. Those 50 caliber machine guns pop up on the sides.
So this is where Batman starts shooting the goons and everyone. Well, not everyone, but like the bad guys.
He didn't shoot the goons. He shot the building.
He shot
the goons.
building.
Were in the building.
Okay.
They shouldn't have been in the building.
But didn't he try to aim at the Joker when he came down
that
with the Batwing?
Yeah, that's later on. This joke.
You know what's really cool and funny that I thought, now that I'm looking at it, he was flying all over the town, right? Then he flies to the moon just to stop enough to make the bat signal, and then he just falls down. Like, who times it perfectly like that? For cinema.
Yep, that was all cinema right there.
It's just for cinema.
He was doing that for the media.
Oh, okay, he's doing that for the media. Okay.
Showboating.
He's trying to get likes from Facebook.
But I like it when he gets out of there. Of course, the Joker flies over in his Joker helicopter.
Yeah.
And flies off, and of course that's when we hear the next Prince song.
Yes. Yeah, actually, you know what? We hear the Prince song from the the parade, right?
Yeah.
And then Jack Nicholson just kept dancing.
Yeah, he's on his float. He's on a big old 200 Christmas float, and there's all these balloons.
Like the Macy's Day Parade.
Which, yeah, because there's all the balloons. But here's the neat thing: when you're watching the movie, at the beginning, when Knox meets Vicky Vale, behind him there's a picture of a float from, I guess, the past. It's a Popeye.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can see it back there in the background.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't catch it.
This one just had a lot of balloon animal type looking.
I finally caught, like when you told me last time from Far From Home, I did see Jake Gyllenhaal in the background.
Did you?
Yeah, I had to go back to see it just to catch that. It's really quick though.
It's very quick.
Yeah.
You're like, what? And then, because that it's like, I know this person.
Yeah.
And then just here.
It's like the Popeye thing you tell me, like, oh, I didn't even watch for that.
The Joker comes along and he's dancing, he's playing Prince, he's throwing
the money.
And all these people are coming out. Of course, Knox comes out, and all these people come out. And that's when they realize the money has Joker's face on it.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh.
Wasn't that in the movie? The Joker's face is on the money?
I can't remember the Joker's. Like, it was just showing money and people were just grabbing
well, anyways, the money had Joker's face on it. That wasn't real money. It's fake money.
Well, that's probably might be in the comic books, but it's probably not important in the movies.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. It probably was supposed to be in the script.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, he's throwing out all that money, and of course, that's when Vicky Vale gets that camera and realizes they got
gas. The gas coming out of the gun.
Those guys all putting on their mask and stuff.
Yep.
And of course, like you said, Batman's flying around, and he finally comes down.
Yeah, finally comes down. Like, what's he doing? Let's take his time.
And this little thing comes out of the Batwing. The Batwing was cool. The Batwing really doesn't make that much sense to me now, but back then, I thought that was like the most awesome.
It was cool. It was in like a circular shape.
Yeah. It was like a bat symbol shape.
Yes.
Of course, the bat that he flies in the Nolan movie is even better.
Yes.
But anyway, I like it. Grabs all the balloons and takes them up in the air. And
to cut them. Yeah, exactly.
To save all those people. Of course, Knox is trying to hit those people. Remember, to knock them away. And of course, Vicky's
I like the Joker was really mad, right? Because like, why didn't someone tell me he has one of those things? Because he took my balloons.
Yeah, he took my balloons. Oh, you know what's also awesome? He shoots Bob in.
I know. I did not see that coming.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
It goes back to like Joker just does whatever he wants without like there's no sympathy, right?
This is the guy standing there, and this is my number one guy.
He's like, gun, boom, whoa.
Exactly, gun, boom. I'm the boss.
And then he just gave the gun to another guy. Like, I would like to be alone for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'd like to be alone for a few minutes. And everybody's like, get him out of here. They're hitting everybody.
Yeah.
Of course, here comes the Batman back around. He aims at the Joker. Of course, the Joker pulls that gun out.
Yeah. So when I saw that as a kid, right, I'm like, did he have that in his pants the whole time? Because the barrel was pretty long.
Well, the gun, we actually see the gun barrel sliding out.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a scene where the gun barrel got shorter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't
But anyways, this is, because you don't want to ask too much of a question about the gun, because let me put it this way, that gun the size of that pistol couldn't have shot a bullet as strong as it did.
Yeah, she hit the thing.
Because you see how it's shot, I'm like, that gun. When I was a kid, it was cool, but now it's like,
it's dumb. Yeah.
Now that you know about guns, it's like,
it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Impossible.
Like he shot it. He shot it, and then the plane came down.
It didn't make sense to me either that Batman missed him too.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. He tried to kill him, right?
He's trying to shoot him. Maybe there weren't real bullets.
I say he's trying to kill him because he put the target.
I don't think he was actually trying to shoot him.
And then he's just standing there.
Maybe that's the thing though. Maybe he really wasn't actually trying to shoot Joe. Maybe he was just trying to scare him to destroy everything else.
Oh, okay.
Because the problem is, why would Batman actually miss?
I don't know, because he doesn't want to kill people.
If Batman was actually trying to shoot somebody, I think he would shoot somebody.
So he didn't try to kill him.
He must not have, because Batman doesn't really kill people.
No, I guess not. He just put explosives around people.
Yeah, he blew up all that crap. I mean, he's kind of dangerous. I mean,
he's very dangerous. Hey,
yes. He's Batman, okay? He's
Batman. So we have the Battle of the Bell Tower. This part seems like a video game.
Because it was part of a video game.
It's a part of the video game, right? Like.
But I like it. Yeah, he crashes. And Vicky goes to try to go over there and check on him. Of course, Joker grabs her and he goes up. The cathedral is what.
Cathedral, and then he calls I need a ETA in 5 minutes. And he looks out like it's got a highlight. Let's make it 10 minutes.
Because I guess he's going to have a wedding reception at the top.
Yes.
Like that. Of course, we see Batman because Batman was in the cockpit. Of course, he gets out from under the wing. I'm like, what? What is it? What is going on here? That didn't make any sense.
It's the dramatic thing,
He throws the thing off and he goes in after him. And he hits the pews and knocks everything down while they're going up the wood steps.
And he fights his henchmen.
Throws a shoe down.
Yeah.
Of course, the cops come out and they're going to go after him. And of course, they shoot that bell.
Yeah, and the bell came down. Yeah.
To keep him from going out. Batman finally makes it up to the top, and then he has to fight all his goons.
Yes, the big dude. There's another big dude that he killed. I guess he knocked. Oh, yeah. He killed that guy.
Yeah, he knocked one guy down there. Then he hit another guy with a bell. And then remember, there's another guy doing karate or something. Yeah, and he hits him with that little thing. Shoots out of his hand. Hits him right in the nuts.
Yes. So then he killed that guy he hit with a bell. He threw him down the the bell thing.
He knocked him out. That guy fell down the bell.
Oh, the guy fell on his own? Okay, I'll give you that.
Things happen. Sometimes when you hit people, they fall.
They fall, yeah. They go the wrong way. They didn't fall on the floor. He fell down.
He didn't intentionally kill that guy.
Oh, intentionally. Okay.
That's the whole thing about Batman. It's intentionally kills.
Okay.
He doesn't. If he was going to intentionally kill him, he would have just shot him.
Okay.
I mean, come on, Batman can afford a gun. Which, by the way, I want to point out in the original comic strip when Bob Kane started Batman carried 245s.
Oh, he did.
Yes, he did. He gave the crooks what they wanted, lead.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he did. He shot them. He was like the Shadow.
Oh, okay. I never seen the Shadow.
Guns like the Shadow. Yeah, the Shadow and the Bat movie. The movie The Bat influenced the making of Batman.
Really? No, I didn't know that.
Bob Kane watched that. And he's like, and Zorro too.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Zorro. Okay.
So yeah, so that's what Batman's based on. So yeah, at one time he carried pistols. So I guess again he can carry pistols if he wants to. I don't know. In the 80s is when somebody goes, you know what, Batman's not going to kill people. I mean, I almost think that the not kill people may have came along after this movie.
Okay.
I can't remember when it came along. Somebody came along with it. He won't kill.
Well, I know it was Batman Begins that he doesn't kill people.
Yeah, they're basing that on the comic book. Somewhere in the comic book, eventually he got a conscience and decided not to kill people.
Oh, okay.
So almost all DC characters don't kill people.
Oh, okay.
And nobody's gonna be cutting anybody's head off like Thor does, or shooting machine guns like Rocket does.
Okay. Well, they're not really superheroes, I guess. Batman was just trying to clean up his city, okay? He's trying to put these crooks in jail. He's trying to clean up his city, one crook at a time.
Yeah, one crook at a time. Because finally, he catches up with the Joker. Of course, the Joker's like, "Oh, I'm going to shoot myself," and the gun turns into a...
Yeah, the little pal thing.
Yeah,
I always wanted one of those.
And I like it. He starts dancing with Vicky Vale.
Vicky Vale screams a lot in this movie.
Yeah. No, she also tries to... She's got to play the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
She probably doesn't really scream a lot. She's just doing it for the
dramatic effects, yes.
For the Joker. She also acts like she loves the Joker. Remember, she acts like she likes the Joker. And
Yeah, because when she saw Batman up there, yeah.
Yeah, and of course Batman asked him the same question he asked
Yes.
him. Punches him in the face.
Very casually too.
Yeah, just punches him in the face. Of course, the Joker puts the glasses. Well,
Oh,
first
that's funny. No, it's first Joker trying to hit him, and he's like,
yeah, he breaks his hand. Of course, they did that. You made me, and I made you, and I don't remember the whole thing.
Yeah, he's like, oh, why would you do that? First I said you made me, and then you had to say that I made you. Like what?
Yeah, and of course, then he puts the glasses on. You wouldn't hit a man with the glasses, right?
And then he punches him.
Punches him. And he goes over the edge.
I forgot which anime cartoon. I think it was like Secret Life of Pets. Was like, no, wasn't it Austin Power that did the same thing? Like, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
I don't remember. It may have been.
You hit a guy with glasses. Oh, that was Wreck-It Ralph.
I've seen it a lot of things where people do that. Because I remember old cartoons where they put.
Yeah, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
I think I saw a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yeah, so you hit a guy with glasses.
So he hits a guy with it. Yeah, he knocks him over the side. Of course, when they look over to see the Joker, that's when he grabs him and yanks them over.
With to the gargoyle. Yeah, that was really surprising because I didn't know that was how it was going to end. Like, he just grabs both of them. Like, yep. he found ledging, I guess. Yeah,
he was standing on the ledge. Yeah, he was standing on the ledge and he pulls them over. Now they're hanging down. Of course, he's dancing on the ledge trying to bust it.
Yeah.
Here comes the Joker helicopter with the ladder. They're going to rescue him. And he jumps up on the ladder. And then, of course, Batman, to keep him from going.
Yeah, shot his foot, tie his ankle to the gargoyle.
Yep, ties his ankle to the gargoyle. And, of course, the gargoyle busts, and here goes the Joker.
Yep.
First, I mean, there was a scene where Batman tried to save him.
Yeah, but he dies.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, because the gargoyle's holding him down, and he's hanging on. And Batman's like, just put your hand out, I'll catch you. And, of course, he misses. And there goes the Joker with the deal.
And he dies.
Yeah, I mean, he had a gargoyle.
It's pretty big that they killed the villain in the movie, though.
Yeah, but that was in the old days. But they still kill villains now in movies.
Yes.
But again, I guess because they're really much decided, I'm not going to see this villain again. It doesn't matter. Which is a shame.
Jack Nicholson was the biggest name in that movie.
He was.
To play a villain.
He was.
Yeah, right? It's the villain.
That became a thing, though. That became a thing. Everybody wanted to play the villain now.
Yeah.
All big names showed up in Batman movies to play the villain.
Yeah, just because you only had to show it once.
Yeah, because the next movie had 2 big names.
Yeah.
The third one had, 2 big names?
Yeah, at that time.
Yeah, they just kept showing them up.
Yeah, and then the fourth one, like Batman and Robin, Arnold Schwarzenegger, they took a long time just to get Arnold to play Mr. Freeze, because Arnold didn't want to do it.
And too bad.
Yeah. He had to say, you have to give me 20 million. He was thinking, they're not going to give me 20. And then they give him 20 million. It was like, crap, now I have to do this. Like Vin Diesel, hey, it's little things like these when, Justin Lin wanted to ask Vin Diesel to be in the movie. So to put, was it Warner Brothers? I can't remember who their company is now.
Universal.
Universal. Oh, so it's Sony. So they had to ask Vin Diesel.
No, it's Universal.
Okay, Universal. So they asked Vin Diesel, and Vin Diesel didn't want to do it, right? So he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask for something ridiculous that they probably won't give me, right? You give me the rights to Riddick, and all the control, and I'll do the movie. And then Universal gave it to him. He's like, oh crap, now I got to do this.
Hey, let me put it this way. Good thing he did, because that's all he does now.
Yeah, who knew that it would turn into something so huge, probably not in the U.S., right? But obviously, my people's countries is really huge in Asia.
Well, I think the problem is it's an action movie. Action movies are Universal.
Yeah, action movies are definitely Universal.
Let me put it this way. On a Fast and Furious movie, how many subtitles do you think you're going to have to read? Hardly any.
Yeah, it's just the actions. You know what?
Yeah,
you're right.
Everything translates over. It's just...
Rambo 2? I don't think Stallone spoke a lot.
Sit there and watch a movie with a lot of talking.
Yeah, you just want to see the action.
Yeah, because you don't want to sit there and read the whole movie. You want to hear the movie.
Yeah.
So that's why an action movie. That's why America used to rule with action movies.
Would you consider Batman an action movie? This one?
Pretty much, but not an action, just straight up action. Not like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, Stallone said Batman was an action movie. He said this movie killed the action movie genre.
Oh, really?
He said that, but...
It did, and people just got tired of seeing that crap.
Yeah, because in the 90s, there wasn't too much action movies.
Yeah, there wasn't because everybody wanted to see a different type of hero.
Yeah.
In the 80s, there's always people with big muscles, but now it's like smart guys and stuff.
Yeah, the smart guys, it's becoming
There's
that
always,
trend.
I'm sure, action heroes will come. The action big muscle guy will come back again. But
Thor, Chris Hemsworth.
no, I'm not. These are superhero movies. The closest thing
okay.
to this action star with big muscles would be The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock movies. He can do it again, but I mean, it's just people want to see it. I don't. I mean, Bruce Willis was one that didn't have big muscles. He did a lot of action. Hard action movies. All that on action.
Oh yeah, I like that.
It's all explosions. The only time we got another action movie with big guys with big muscles is when Stallone and his buddies come back to do the
Expendables.
Expendables.
And you know what? You're right. Michael Keaton didn't have to show his muscles on this movie. He was barely shirtless. The only shirtless scene was that when he was hanging upside down.
Yep. He didn't really need all that.
No.
Because he's Batman.
I feel like he's more buff.
Awesome toys.
He's more buff in The Vulture than he was back when he,
Yeah. He was way
Batman.
Buff. Well, I mean, he's also changed as an actor, too. Because remember, he was just comedy.
Yes.
Man, the dude can do... The dude did comedy and action. I mean, he is an awesome action star.
Yeah. He is.
I mean, he's not an action star, but he does action.
Well, like I said before, he came from a comedic background, like Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
So let's do like comedic actors, even Jamie Foxx, they can turn into dramatic actors really better.
I think it just tells you if you can act, then it doesn't matter what you do.
No. If you can act, it doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah, because I could think of a lot of really super hilarious actors that killed it with doing drama or action.
Yeah, like Jim Carrey.
Yes, Jim Carrey.
Robin Williams.
Robert Williams was bad. He was like, oh,
yeah.
It was amazing. I mean, a lot of those guys do it.
Yeah, a lot of comedians do really well dramatically.
But I think the problem is people assume that if you do comedy, you can't act.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Comedic movies are the hardest to do because of timing.
Because I'm thinking Will Ferrell will kill it.
Oh, Will Ferrell did kill it. He did that movie Stranger Than Fiction.
Yeah. So.
That was a good movie. I mean, I watched Talladega Nights again. I loved that movie. I don't know why. Yeah. It was like every month I have to watch it.
But everybody can do that. I mean, it's all about acting.
It's all about acting, yeah. It's just your job, yeah.
The funny thing is, the problem with comedy is comedy gets old.
Yeah.
There's a shelf life on comedy movies. I mean, if it's like where people do certain things, but if it's jokes, and the jokes are centered around pop culture and stuff, they're going to get old, and people are not going to get a lot.
Yeah, people are not going to get a lot. Yeah.
Because I know at work I'll make jokes about stuff, from like in the days, and if there's somebody around me that's younger, they just look at me like. I get a lot of this. Hey, you forget what time I'm from.
Oh my gosh, no way! I do that at work via email.
Oh, do you?
Like what I do is because I know one of the guys is really technical, right? And I start off one of my emails, web 5 to web leader. Because I want to be web 5. That's so nerdy. But then I know who my audience was.
Yeah.
Like some of the ladies accounting, I didn't know what their personalities are like because they're in a different state.
And you don't. That's the thing. Because I'll tell a joke to somebody that's my age, and they're looking at me with a blank stare, and then I was like, I tell them a movie like, oh, that's from Star Wars or something. They look at me like, oh, I didn't see that.
Yes.
One person I worked with didn't even know who Nirvana was. I was like,
my.
Did you live in a cave during the 90s?
So I could tell my age, no, not my age, like other people's age.
My age. That's the problem.
Really? Oh, that's messed up. They didn't know
who Nirvana was. But of course, the person who was younger knew who Nirvana was, but they don't get the rest of the jokes.
Oh, that sucks. It's just a time period, yeah.
Nobody I work with has a sense of humor.
So my thing was like, the accounting ladies that I work with, right, at my job, they're in another state. So what happens is like, I try to be nice, I try to be nerdy and things like that, right? They would ask like, hey, Lam, can you give me this file? And I'll send it to them. And all I respond was like, as you wish. And then she responded back like, hey, did you just quote Princess Bride? Like, I sure did. And you just aged yourself to me. So ever since that email, right, her name is like Stephanie, and she works in accounting, right? So I have to ask for my administrator. So like, hey, my administrators are looking for this. Can you guys drop the file soon? And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Lam. We've been really busy, but I promise you, we'll drop a big file today. And I responded back like, hey, I like big files and I cannot lie. That's what I do in my emails. So,
Adam send emails. So good.
it's like, well, because like I don't get to talk to a lot of people face to face. You know, it just
Yeah, you're lucky.
yeah.
You're lucky.
Like I always put these like old '90s references, but like now with some of the people I've been working with, like I know other people. I know they're younger. They were, hey Lam, can you look into this? You know what? I start screenshotting. I start screenshotting Christian Bale's Batman at the end of the Batman Returns. Like I will look into it. I do that a lot. Hey Lam, hey something up. Can you review this? I'll look into it. I love that screenshot. I have that saved. No, like a lot of people haven't responded to me back yet. I don't think they've seen Batman Return because that movie from 2005. I had to watch something more
But
recent.
they don't think it's that funny.
No, I quote a lot of Mean Girls too. Like that is so fetch. Hey, stop trying to make that happen. We wear pink on Wednesdays.
Okay, let's wrap the movie up real quick.
Okay, you know what? So, we agree Batman was still good to this day. A movie from 1989.
Yeah, but hey,
Yeah.
I want to say that of course the Joker gets killed, and Vicky Vale
Yes.
gets in the car, gets some champagne, and of course,
Alfred said that. Tell her that Mr. Wayne will be
and
late.
before that, this is the funny thing. We see they have a news conference, and of course, Batman left them.
Yes.
Big Bat night.
They would say just give me a call, and Knox was like, well, what are you gonna do? How do you call him? Like, oh, he gave us a signal.
Cool.
I thought that was really cool.
But here's the neat thing. Okay, in this book right here.
Mm-hmm. The comic book.
Okay, the scene. Yeah, there's a scene where they find the Joker, and the Joker's laying there dead, and then you hear this laughing, ha ha ha,
Yes.
and they find that laugh box
Yes.
on his body. Well, in the comic book, the next scene is somebody yells, "Hey, we found the Batman!" Because the Batman lost his cape.
Oh.
There's a cape laying on the steps, so they walk up and they pull the cape up, and it's Knox laying under the cape.
Whoa.
Because they think it's Batman, and they realize that's not Batman.
Oh.
And at the press conference, they go, "We want to clarify that Knox is not the Batman." And of course, Knox goes, "No, the Batman is not Knox."
Oh, that's funny.
That's in this.
Oh, that's in the comic book?
Yep, that's
Because Knox is not anywhere near the scene in the movie.
Yep, he's not.
Oh.
Maybe he was supposed to be in the script. I don't know, because they may just use the script to draw.
Well, I hit they did change a lot of like rice daily when they were shooting
They
this.
probably did.
And then they still shot in 3 months. But during the Christmas, they shot through Christmas from October to January. They were done.
Hey, you gotta get this stuff done. Time is money.
Yeah, time is money because they compare like Batman Returns, Batman Begins, Batman and Ronin. I think Batman Returns took the longest at 8 months for for a movie shoot.
Yeah.
But hey, it was really good
I also
though.
like it. There is something I like. I want to say that where the Joker is dancing with
That's with Val.
Vale, Vicky Vale. He's like, yeah, this is like Beauty and the Beast. But if anybody ever calls you a
Yeah, the beast I'm killing.
I'll rip their lungs out.
Yeah, no.
Like he has a weird.
It's such a lame joke.
Well, that's the Batman.
That is the end of Batman. So
Of course, you see Batman standing up on the.
yes, on the
looking
gargoyle.
at the city,
Yeah,
and of
well,
course,
not gargoyle, but yeah.
Hear the music, and then boom.
Yep.
Credits.
I like it. You know what? Because it didn't really open the door to a sequel.
Yeah, which is a movie. I mean, it was just, hey, I got to make a movie. Let's do the Batman movie.
Yes, let's do a Batman
Here's
movie.
my take on the Batman movie, because let's try to get something going like they had Superman.
It was really good. Tim Burton did a great job.
They did a great job.
Yes.
So
And I'm so glad they make a sequel. We might or might not talk about it, so we'll see where that goes. But for this one, I'm going to end it right here.
we may or may not. We know we're going to talk about it.
So, I'm going to end this now. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do Batman Returns next week. All right? Thank you for watching this segment of our reviews. I hope you had a great time listening to us. Be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.